Hello, welcome to part one of one question mark. We'll see. Of the worst year of our lives / the news. I'm Scott at Not Scott Henson. Over there's Drew. What's your problem?
You.
Oh.
And exclusively you.
It's always been me.
It's always been you.
I put the poison in you.
Yep. Sarah and Softboss on the things.
Name all the things in alphabetical order without using the letter E. Twit. Box. Gram. Instagram. Perfect.
Uh,
I guess I sort of abandoned the alphabetical part of that immediately by starting with Twitter.
Yeah.
But
Twitter. It's a place where pirates can go be racist.
Yeah, it's like Farmers Only for pirates.
I wonder if you... No, continue.
I would love to know the first tangent you decided to go on.
I was just thinking, is it still a thing? But it's still a thing, and apparently you can sign up for free.
Oh, Farmers Only is very much a thing.
Oh, I thought I haven't heard anything about it in so long that I just assumed
I
it was done.
I have been catfishing a number of farmers.
Whoa!
I've gotten so many free cows.
Did you know that Farmers Only has the option for man looking for man, woman looking for woman?
I bet that's pretty new.
Yeah, probably.
There's no way the prototype for that website included same-sex relationships.
I'm still in shock that it does.
Same-sex marriage. I'm married. It's all the same sex.
As far as I'm concerned, all marriage is gay marriage.
They should only allow gay marriage.
I would be fine with that. Now I have a fear of commitment.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Give me a second. I'm signing up for farmersonly.com.
Look, I legitimately want to talk more about farmer things, but let me say some other stuff first. There are precious few All Request Spectacular episodes left.
Uh-huh.
I know.
Few.
It seems like we just started. How could it be coming to an end already? We just started in, what, November?
Maybe October. I think October.
Shocktober?
Shock.
Oh, yeah. The first, we did the did the early Halloween edition, and then the rest shortly after. So, yeah, October, November. So, yeah, we're only approaching 6 months of the All Request Spectacular.
With zero breaks in the middle.
With no breaks and no, they're calling me Mr. No Days Off.
Oh, okay.
Is what I'm hearing around the water cooler. So, yeah, if you, like us, feel that the All Request Spectacular has been far too short...
You want to keep this train a-rolling.
Yeah. Then go ahead and request a movie for us to review. For the low price, one time only, of $100 American or more per under 2 hour movie.
I choose more.
You should choose more.
Given the option, I go more.
Given the option of $100 or more, you choose or more.
I choose or more.
As you should.
10 out of 10 times I'm choosing or more. I'm never not choosing or more.
Well, you're doing the right thing, and I hope everyone else is too. So send that or more to paypal.me/NotScottHenson along with your request. Or you could send it with no request, and then we just have the money, which is also fine.
Yeah.
There will be, contrarily, there will be 0 out of 10 people mad at that.
Now, hear me out.
Hear me out.
Hear me out. How about we just give you a direct deposit slip? You take it to your employer and say, I'm changing my banking information to this. And then your paycheck can just go directly to us. Full paychecks of your hard-earned money.
That's pretty good.
And then we can just do the podcast.
Yeah, we know a lot of you out there are looking for financially dominating husbands.
Yeah.
Amaranth style. Secret. Financially dominating secret husbands.
Yes.
So you can continue your titty streaming and making every sad guy watching think that he has a chance to fuck you when
Which, of course, they do. If we've learned anything from titty streamers, is that they fuck everyone.
Sure. Yeah, if there's one truth, if there's one overlying truth in life, it's that. Yeah. So, but then in reality, we're in the background controlling all your finances and not letting you fuck anyone besides us sometimes, but on our terms.
On our terms, yeah. It is our choice to make.
Yeah, and P.S. Our terms are usually when you don't want to.
Exclusively when you don't want to.
Hey, do you want to do intercourse? No, thank you. Oh, well, guess what time it is. Look at the clock.
Oh, but I have to be up for work in 4 hours. That's great. I don't.
Guess who doesn't?
Guess who doesn't?
Guess whose job is just controlling your money?
Yeah.
Your millions of titty streamer dollars. I don't feel bad for her for a number of reasons.
Mm-hmm. She's a woman.
Certainly, she's a woman. It's funny, etc., etc. But there was one thing where I think someone sent her a car, and she didn't thank them by name. She was just like, "Oh, a follower sent me a car." Yeah, the next thing I would send you would be poison.
Yeah, anthrax.
Yeah,
for sure, anthrax.
Oh, look, a follower sent me anthrax.
Do you know that her yearly earnings?
Don't say it. Don't think it. Don't say it. This is a bye man of yearly earnings. Yeah. Okay. What?
Over $20 million.
Yeah. Fucking course it is. But it brings me endless joy that she sees one fraction of 1% of that, and Daddy gets the rest.
She makes monthly $1.5 million from OnlyFans.
I've always thought, that's just OnlyFans. That's not even Twitch.
$100,000 per month via Twitch, and $85,000 a year from gas station investments she's made. Whatever that is. Is she buying big dick pills? Is she selling the dick pills?
Those rhino pills.
Ooh, there you go.
At the checkout.
Amaranth.
That's my girl.
Yeah, I'm glad she gets beaten. She looks like she deserves it.
Well, speaking of financially dominating you, we've hit a new milestone, YouTube members wise.
Beautiful.
And as a result, everyone YouTube members wise has earned a new emote.
Nice.
You with my tail in your mouth. How it got there need not be specified.
Don't ask questions.
Especially
because you don't want to hear the answer.
You do not. We are at a record 21 members on YouTube. If you don't hear your name read presently and you want to fix that, go to youtube.com/@notscotthenson and click the old join button, and you too will have access to early episodes, emotes, and at the top level, my penis. So the checks write themselves.
Write themselves.
So thanks to Nick S., Zachary K., Tommy, Brian Palmer, Jimbo Jones / Zimbo Venus, Brian Silverman, not to be confused with Brian Palmer, Nathan Douglas, Joe Stioton. Joe, I know you told me how to pronounce your name. I have forgotten how to pronounce your name, but maybe I'm getting it right.
Steos.
Steve
Stamos.
I'm sorry. John Stamos.
Oh, John Stamos.
Maddie, Dry Juice, Caffeinated, Shinobu, aka YouTube's longest username, aka Brandon H, aka not a creep.
For now.
Here I am 123, who is another Brian. Sonex, Scott Campbell, pseudo Scott, UV, aka Fantasia Stroop, Fate Han / Eve, Caraxa Collins, Bronco _94. Guess what? Another Brian.
Man.
And two newbies just this past week, Tachyon and. Oh shit, I'm feeling it. And Salamastrodon, who actually says they rejoined, but I don't remember that name ever being a member. So it's it's someone who unjoined and rejoined, but changed their YouTube name, which I think would have to either be Purple Fire or Jacob D, because those are the only ones who I can remember doing that.
Jacob D's nuts.
Which is the advantage of having a small channel. We know exactly who unsubscribes. So don't think we're not watching. But thanks, everyone. So that's 21 members and got us a new emote. We get another one at 30. So if, I don't know, just fucking 9 of you get on the trolley, then we're on to something. What else is going on? Oh, okay. I've said at least 2 important things near the top. Now I can get back to farmers. Are you familiar with this new dating reality show on, I'm going to assume Fox, Farmer Needs a Wife?
I heard the title. Yeah. I haven't seen anything about it.
Neither have I. But so it's just like Red State The Bachelor.
Okay.
I guess. I know as much about it as you, but it sounds pretty funny.
Farmer wants a wife.
No, Farmer needs a wife.
It's telling me it's called Farmer Wants a Wife.
A man has needs. It really is. I would have bet you money it was needs, but you're the man with the computer. With the Korean gaming computer. So
yeah.
Who am I to
Farmer Wants a Wife
Dandy.
TV series 2023 to current on Fox.
You know it's Fox.
And the next day, Hulu.
Excellent.
A group of farmers will meet the women of the city.
Ooh, I was hoping you were going to say a woman from the cities, and it's like 10 farmers trying to fuck this one city bitch.
It is 4 farmers.
And a bunch of bitches?
And a ton of bitches. I'm surprised it took them this long to make that show.
It's true. That
seems like a 2010 show.
I was going to say, it seems like maybe a Bush era show.
Yeah, maybe. When like that being I want to be a fighter pilot and own a baseball team and hang out on the back porch and shout slurs.
Yeah, like pretty much when we first invented the current right wing. Because that was Bush administration, right?
Yeah. It's hosted by Jennifer Nettles.
I feel like I know that name.
She's a singer and country singer, I think, in the mid to late 90s. No?
And perhaps during the Bush administration?
Probably.
Look, I'm trying to get some kind of validation.
Probably.
Now, what if I told you there's an even sadder Canadian version of it?
Oh, that doesn't surprise me at all.
That I just saw an ad for.
Prairie Boys Pussy Pound. I don't know.
PB double P. I have look,
$1 million. You couldn't remember.
You're very much putting me on the spot to remember the name. I'm going to say it's Farmers plural. Farmers Dating Show Canada. Let's see what
Farming for Love.
That's the one. Meet the sexy farmers of Farming for Love, CTV's new dating show.
CTV. What would we do without you?
Canadian television.
I'm going to tell you, I can't believe that this is coming up because I was going to just mention it offhand.
CTV, cock, trans, vagina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking works.
He likes it. Mikey likes it.
Mikey likes it. It's filmed in BC.
I would not. How is it not in the prairies?
I don't know, but everybody on the show is from BC.
So we could have been on Farming for Love?
Yeah. You got Karamias, you got your fucking Chemainus, you got Gibbons.
Do you have
Quesnel?
I was going to say any places that aren't plural.
Quesnel.
Abbotsford.
She's brown. Surprise, surprise. Anyway, sorry. What I was going to say is I just realized that CTV On Demand is free, and CTV On Demand has a lot of movies.
Oh, because you don't have enough movies at your disposal?
But the good thing is now I have more free streaming movies that I can just look for.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're not... So
adding a free service.
On the off chance you finally have watched everything on Tubi,
Correct.
You can
Although I think that's impossible. I don't know if anyone can watch everything that's on Tubi.
I mean, we said that about Netflix, and Kelly proved
Kelly
us wrong.
proved us wrong. But
Kelly finished Netflix.
yeah, he's completed it platinum level Netflix.
Gold star Netflix.
How many movies are on Tubi?
7.
Over 50,000 apparently.
That's actually a lot of movies.
Yeah. Movies and television shows.
That's almost as many movies as you watched in the year 2020.
Yep. Almost as many movies as
You could have done a full
own.
Tubi. You could have done a full Tubi during COVID.
I mean, I practically did. The amount of Tubi and left-handed masturbation because I got bored that I did during COVID.
Do you ever do the
Left-handed but turned upside down? No.
No, the Stranger, where you sit on your dick for a while until it goes numb, and then it feels like you're jerking a stranger off.
All the time.
Yeah. Speaking of COVID, they just YouTube's not. Drew, I got tangents on tangents. It's so exciting. We're never going to talk about movies. The idea, the absolute,
The audacity
of hope that this is not going to be 2 parts
Yep.
is so laughable.
I mean,
but
yeah.
it was very nice on paper. Okay, which thing first? I was gonna say we can talk about COVID because we're far enough into it, and maybe YouTube won't hear it. But also, YouTube updated their fucking profanity terms of service because I think too many big YouTubers got mad at them
Probably.
about how horrendously they fucked them.
Yeah.
And like their entire back catalogs. So they did update, and I think, look, I don't want. Do I rock the boat?
Don't rock the boat.
Rock the boat. Don't rock the boat,
baby.
I think maybe. Now I like profanity. They've lightened up on. I think.
Okay.
I think as long as you're not like first 15 seconds and not in the title, you're and they say like and not throughout, whatever the fuck that means. But I think they're still tough on derogatory or hateful speech.
Boo.
But I just
Boo.
I want
Lighten up on slurs.
Chinaman back.
Taking Chinaman back for the white man?
I want it back. So so I've said it. It's out there. You in fact said it too. It's out there. This is a test. YouTube, be cool for once in your dumb life. YouTube, Susan. If you're like, wait, Susan's
gone.
Susan's gone.
We got her out.
Is it a dude in charge? It must be. You can't go girl to girl.
You definitely can't.
Literally going girl
Ask
to girl.
the Bible.
Going girl to girl in a
man.
corporate setting is like going ass to mouth.
It's an Indian man, Scott.
That's right. It's an Indian man.
Neil Mohan.
So that's why for the first time since its inception, YouTube has gotten better, stopping the steady decline of its first 17 years.
Yeah.
We got one mild spike up. So thanks, what? Mohan? Mohair?
Neil Mohan.
Neil Mohan. So thanks, Mohan, for being cool for once.
An Indian-American business executive who is the 4th and current CEO of Youtube.
Love it. So yeah, that's the test. Hoping for the best. Where were we at monetization wise? Last time was 2 parts where Oscars were monetized.
Because we behaved ourselves.
Because we were good boys.
Because you know why? It's a fancy awards ceremony.
Yeah.
And we had to be fancy girls.
That's true. And then the one before was a 2-part request.
Yeah. All slurs.
And the what was the deal? It monetized the opposite of what I thought. The one where we definitely said the F slur got monetized, and the other one didn't.
Oh.
So I don't know what's what.
So we're allowed to say it.
Well, I guess judiciously, yes. Because I know there's definitely one movie where we're gonna want to say it a few times. So
Don't mind me. I'm just stretching to warm up so I can drop some F bombs later.
So I can F blast.
I've done some F blasting in my time.
Yeah, you blasted some Fs.
I've blasted some Fs.
What else? do I got? I guess we got to do. I guess we got to do Manscaped.
Do we?
Yeah, I don't know. I got an email back today
Okay.
after sending one a week ago.
Uh-huh.
Saying that we should have been paid by now, and he'll check into it. So I guess that is something's better than nothing, but that's about it. But let's have a look at the new
He sent
reads.
Send you new reads?
Oh, the same ones last time, but this time
you
I
said you're not going to read all of them because they're awful?
Yeah, and well, I'm not. This time, I'm not doing the female copy, which I thought was going to be like directed to the ladies, but is directed to the ladies in a way that, hey, buy this for your man.
Yeah.
What about a manless lady?
What about taking out man and lady?
Are we doing a read exclusively to non-binaries?
Yeah.
The NBs out there.
Yeah. Why can't we read to TTs and NBs?
Trans teens.
Yeah.
I don't like that non-binaries took NB because I already had one of those, and it didn't mean that.
What about
It's one of my main porn searches.
what about NBA?
Well, that's the association of them.
Yeah.
Which is I guess that would be the WNBA. Yeah, you could argue that. You could argue that the W in WNBA is redundant. Which begs the question: is that part of the Manscaped read, or does
it start now?
Or does it not start until we mention the first product? You be the judge, Manscaped, because if it has in fact already started, I believe we've probably already fulfilled the 60-second read of our contract. So manscaped.com/ no slash.
No.
Maybe you can with a slash, but don't test it. You'll break your computer. Just go to manscaped.com, fill up that cart with go a la carte on the cart, and buy a bunch of stuff, and upon checkout enter promo code CATS20 CATS20. PS, every single person I tell one is not surprised that we are sponsored by Manscaped, because Manscaped sponsors everyone. 2
Sure.
is shocked that we were able to get the promo code CATS20, because how did someone... Manscaped sponsors a lot of things.
That's true.
And how did no one else scoop up cats? And my answer to them is because we're good. Because we're good at their job and we know what we're doing.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
So, manscaped.com, promo code CATS20. I can't... I don't know if they're listening to these, but we've said the thing. They got products. They got products for shaving your face, shaving your balls, and all kinds of creams and sprays. That we honestly do legitimately like. I'm just not going as hard this week because I would love to get paid once.
You know what? It would be cool.
Yes, if we get paid between this and next week, you're getting a whole new Scott next week on this ad read. But yeah, anything that is scented in their product line, your shampoos, body washes, deodorants, ball toners, sprays, creams, ointments, tinctures, salves, balms, the works, all smells fantastic. I love their scent, and it's one thing that's funny is because so many things they have are listed as ultra premium, which is just such funny like marketing, advertising, like a non-speak, like it does, like if you only make one thing, it's not the ultra premium one.
Yep.
It's just
the
that
thing.
But their scent is called ultra premium. That's the name of Manscaped's proprietary scent. So that's why everything is ultra premium. It's the same as, if it was, we have ultra premium and strawberry. Like like it would be the same thing. So I never noticed that's actually the name of the scent. I don't know if I'm less annoyed at that or just more bemused by it. But their shit is legitimately good. And what more could you ask than that, Manscaped? Manscaped.com, promo code CATS20. Do go buy stuff there because we are well into March. In theory, our contract ends at the end of March. So if we can get a new contract where we also get paid, then that's the ideal scenario. And the way we get that is by one, you buying stuff at manscaped.com, promo code CATS20, and two, by Manscaped paying us. And if these two things can happen, then we're good. So let's do that. So it's a two-pronged attack of you guys buying stuff from Manscaped and Manscaped actually paying us.
Fulfilling their duties of
so
paying us.
If everyone fulfills their duties, we have fulfilled our duties by just talking about it.
Just being here. Just being present in the moment.
Just being there. Starring Peter Sellers?
You know.
He said condescendingly. And so we've done what we can do. So now everyone else has to do what they can do, and ideally it will all come together. Right now on my face.
Gross.
I think that's all the business talk.
Sure.
Now I have other talk.
Sure.
I went to Vancouver last weekend, which I think is one of the more cutely titled furry conventions.
It is.
Another one I really like, it's also Canadian. I think it's Toronto. And is very specific because it happens around the first day of spring. Fernal equinox. Pretty good.
Okay.
Pretty good.
I thought you were going to say, Young Street Fur Fest. Because you said very specific.
That is specific to Toronto.
Of an area of Toronto.
Queen Street Yiff Pile. Yeah, I like that one. What else is good? I kind of like Further Confusion because it shortens to FurCon.
Ah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I like that one. And I think I don't like any others. I mean, none of the rest are fun. They're they're very basic.
They're like City
Yeah.
Con.
Anthrocon.
Yeah.
Midwest Fur Fest. That one kind of rhymes. That one's not bad. And it sometimes has chlorine gas attacks where people get evacuated. Luckily, no other FurCons people get evacuated at.
Correct.
FWA, Furry Weekend Atlanta. I mean, come on. You can do better.
Yeah. LVFC.
Las Vegas FurCon. The first annual. As a rule, I try not to attend the first annual anything
Because they're bad.
because they're usually bad and often don't go anywhere. But exceptions can be made in the case of furry conventions in Las Vegas.
Yep.
I will go to the first annual one of those. So I went to Vancouver on last Saturday, just for the day. I helped out my boy Daiquiri with his booth for Nomad Complex, the furry clothing line, which he makes way too much money doing. God damn it. He's the luckiest man in the world. I mean, he runs his business well, but nobody deserves to make that much money selling furry clothes to dumb furries. Also, I've told you about his refusal to make cat designs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And look,
We said make cat stuff, give it to us for free. We'll wear it at shows. You'll see no money from it, but at least we'll have it.
he's like, I've made cat stuff, but all the cat stuff I make, the cats have all these nitpicks as to why they're not gonna buy that exact cat design, but want a slightly different cat design. I'm like, yeah. So make it right.
Because we're all different.
but he refuses to make it right, and it's almost exclusively fucking big dog.
Yeah, you know why? Because they're retards. Oh, I said it.
Well, it's a good test.
We're 30 minutes in. We're fine. Because they're all idiots who can't tell each other apart anyways, so they always look the same.
Yeah.
There's a couple of pretty funny FurCon names that I got on this list.
Ooh, what you got?
Woods Flock.
I like the pun, but I'm mad that it's avian coded.
Yeah, I know, but still, it's pretty funny.
I know. Is it in the woods?
It's I don't know. Yeah, it's in Pineville, Tennessee.
Well, Pineville.
At the Fall Creek Falls State Park.
Oh, so it's legit in the woods.
Yep.
Okay, good.
Tie Tails
In Thailand? Sick. We need to go to that once in our lives.
Yeah, I'd be down.
Thailand FurCon?
Yeah.
Are you
Ladyboys?
Are you kidding me?
All ladyboys, all the
that
time.
would be a scene.
Yeah, I'm coming back with something. A wife.
Wife.
Fantastic
Okay.
in France.
Again, prey coded, but still a good pun.
Furcation Land.
I don't know about Furcation Land. Is there a vacation land?
I don't know. Yeah, there was that movie with Ryan Reynolds having sex with teenagers. Anthrohio.
That's not bad. That's not bad. I'm okay with that.
Confuzzled.
Confuzzled, yeah.
No, I don't like that one. The rest, a lot. Kansas FurCon was canceled, Scott.
What happened?
They canceled it. Furrydelphia.
You know what? I like Furrydelphia. That's just good, clean, right down the middle.
Yep.
I'm a fan.
Tails and Tornadoes.
Oklahoma.
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Boom.
I
I know that because local fur Cassidy the Civet. Also, don't see a lot of civets out there.
Nope.
So shout outs to Cassidy, who was the only person I knew at the at Furvana. Again, not a bad name.
Yeah.
The one in Ocean Shores, Washington. So we hung out a bunch, and she was on a streak of, I think, 6 straight cons in 6 weekends.
I mean, looking at this schedule, there's a lot.
Yeah, one of which was the Oklahoma. Oh, and one of which was another decent name, Denver.
Nice. I like that one. Oh, yeah, it's right here. Denver, August.
Yeah, there's a big string of them
September.
in like August, September. Yeah.
There's
Because Furvana was September.
August 18th, August 25th, September 1st, September 2nd, September 3rd, September 8th, September 8th, September 15th, September 23, September 29.
Love it.
Are the start dates for all these different FurCons. The only one...
Yeah, she like saved her money up all year and just blasted cons.
Eurofurence.
Eurofurence, yeah. That's the biggest in Europe, I think.
It's in Germany.
Yeah.
Alamo City Furry Invasion. I like that one.
That's a lot going on.
Best Little FurCon in
BLFC.
Reno.
Yep. That one's getting
I don't
bigger.
like PawCon. That one's...
No.
And Furvester.
Furvester.
Furvester. It's in Germany. It's the last one of the year. It takes place over New Year's.
That's probably just German for Furfest.
Yeah, probably.
I would guess.
Still pretty funny. Yeah. So if we literally... could you...
If we left...
Is there anybody that goes to every con a year?
I bet someone's banged it out, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, do you think that person...
And I bet some dealers...
Sure, yeah.
Go to every con, yeah. But
that would...
non-dealer...
Yeah.
I bet it's happened.
So
just someone independently wealthy, just a independently wealthy freak, just going to every goddamn furry convention on the map.
So as we speak, right now recording, Scott.
Yep.
2 FurCons are starting today.
I was told. Do we have a TFF starting today?
That is the 16th.
Or next week.
That's the 16th.
Gotcha. Okay.
And Fernal Equinox is the 17th.
Nice.
And it is, the Western Harbor Castle in Toronto.
Yeah.
The 2 starting today are Furthermore.
Oh, yeah. I've heard
in
of that.
Arlington, Virginia,
Yeah.
and Gateway Fur Meat
St. Louis?
in St. Louis.
Hopefully our good friend Davey Vega is there right now.
I betcha he's not.
Fool.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Furthermore, I like as a name too.
Oh, I like that it has a non-harassment policy that you sign before you can get tickets.
Boo.
I like that.
I'll cross my fingers when I sign it.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything.
Look, if you can't expect me, especially if it's more than a day, because I just went to Vancouver for the day. But if I'm going for a weekend, you can't expect me to not bully a couple trans teens.
Yeah, into killing themselves.
Well, let's not. Let's not
There's
go
one
crazy.
in Edmonton in July.
For A,
Also
good.
Have you seen the logo for it?
Probably, but I can't remember it.
It's the maple leaf, but instead of the stem, it's a fox's tail.
Cute. That's fun.
I like it. For A, you're doing a good job. You're doing the Lord's work.
You're doing a good job besides being in Edmonton.
Well, yeah, but you can't win everything.
I kind of want to go back to the mall.
I've never been.
We, my family went there for like a spring break weekend
2 years ago?
I believe 1999.
Wow.
Yeah.
The year of our Lord.
So it's been a minute. I'd like to reinvestigate.
Should we take an old man train trip to the West Edmonton Mall?
Not
And then
mad
we
at
can
that.
go in the water park and do some wrestling in the middle of the mall?
Frolic.
And frolic.
Yeah, I like that.
Take wrestling to its natural conclusion inside the wave pool.
Not where I thought the conclusion would happen.
Oh.
But also not mad at
In
it.
the middle of the wave pool.
Didn't know it would be in the middle of the West Edmonton Mall wave pool.
It's got one of those wild ass ones, right? Where it like sucks all the water back.
think so, and,
then
like-
it gives you like the big like.
And like casualties are to be expected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
like
That's what
that.
I want.
So speaking of FurCons and being evacuated a while ago, the day I chose to go to Vancouver was the day it was swatted.
Swatted.
And a lot of mixed messages because it was during the day, so I was just in the dealer's den, and one of the con staff like kind of ran in and not in a good not inciting panic way. Basically yelled like get out now, we're evacuating.
Everyone get out.
Yeah. So, and then there was a big, traffic jam getting to, because the dealer's den was on the second floor of the hotel, getting to the stairs and elevators because everyone is handicapped and and needs the elevator. So, and for some reason the stairs were just as clogged too. So while we're just waiting in the hall to get somewhere that would allow us to get downstairs, like there was a couple over the hotel announcements saying to evacuate, and saying to evacuate if you're out in the open, and if you're in your room, stay in your room. So we're like, that sounds like shooter.
Yeah, if I heard that,
Stay
that's
in your
what I would
room.
say.
Yeah. So, and then because we were near the back of the line to leave, and then there's an over the hotel announcement, all clear, back to your business. Then we start going. We start walking back. 30 seconds later, JK about that all clear. Definitely get out of the hotel.
Oh my God.
And we're like, motherfucker. So we evacuate past multiple police with M16s.
That's crazy.
Which is, if you're American, you're like, yeah, of course.
that's every day.
Not a usual thing here. I have not seen police carrying that kind of artillery normally. So they get us out of the hotel, and traffic is blocked off for a block in every direction, and the hotel's in the middle of Surrey, which is the one over from Vancouver, by a very busy intersection and the biggest mall in Surrey, and So yeah, it's busy, but I will say, as like weird and kind of scary it was at the time, it was quite the visual of this just like flaw, because like Vancouver's getting pretty big. I think it's like over 1,000 people now. Many of whom were in suit, either full or partial, and were not expecting to have to go outside.
Right.
And some people were a little shy, and some people fucking owned it.
Nice.
As they're walking across 104th Avenue, just waving at every car as we go through the intersection, and the where I was, every single car waved back, and it was delightful. So it was pretty sick. I do know a few people who were in full suit and not expecting to go outside in the cold and wet, ruined their indoor pause.
That sucks.
Which is a bummer. I think the con at least bought everyone that happened to like shoes, so they'd at least have something.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, like I assume if you made a fuss, you could probably get like reimbursed for the pause if they were actually ruined.
Yeah, but is that really the con's fault?
Yeah,
It's not.
yeah.
Like,
But as for whose fault it was, it was a call from Tennessee spoofed to look like it came locally.
yeah.
And that's what got it. And yeah, there was a ton of speculation as to, before we knew anything, like what it was, because like shooter made sense for the way they're handling it, but then a lot of people said bomb threat. I'm like, yeah, like the evacuation makes sense for the bomb threat. Stay in your rooms does not make sense for the bomb threat. And then one guy was 100% adamant that there was a hostage situation, and he would not hear anything to the contrary.
That's my kind of guy.
He's like, nope, hostage situation.
My kind of guy. I don't want to hear any information. I know what's happening.
Yeah.
I know what's happening.
The person who took the biggest L of the evacuation was it's pretty funny.
In my head I'm like, okay, where is this going? Like somebody who is completely incapable of walking and had a big tumble, or
you know what, there are probably a bunch of those, but those are just par for the course.
okay.
The big L was, okay, so I don't know if you're familiar how you get fitted for a suit. A suit being made by someone not locally.
Okay. So how to measure yourself correctly?
Yeah, it's not just measurements, because it's your whole body, and it's better to have a model of the body. So the way they do that is what's called a duct tape dummy, where you make basically a full cast of yourself in duct tape over like just like clothes you're throwing out or whatever.
Right.
So and then you send the dummy to his
Wait, not on your bare skin?
You don't do the duct tape on your bare skin.
Ooh.
And then you send the dummy to the person making it, then they can just make the suit to fit the dummy.
That, you know what?
Makes sense.
Very smart.
Very smart.
Whoever came up with that is a genius.
Furries are geniuses. Furries also made the vaccine, which I guess goes against the genius thing. No, I didn't finish my tangent.
Oh.
My other tangent, based off saying things about COVID on YouTube, was they just said recently that COVID did in fact come from a Wuhan lab. They just said it, and everyone and like nobody cared. At least well, can we do wet markets again then?
Finally, we could do more wet markets in Vancouver that have SS awnings.
I haven't been eating bats or pangolin for 3 years for nothing. It just came from a fucking lab. That sucks. Anyway, duct tape dummy. Glad I got my COVID chunk out there. But seriously, they said they just reported it came from the lab, and everyone's like, yeah, whatever, we're over it.
We're done.
Yeah.
It's not even real. Wait, is that gonna get us in trouble?
One way to find out.
Okay.
I love what an absolute 180 I've done on COVID. Like at the height of COVID, I'm like, wear your fucking mask. Don't get sick. Don't get other people sick. And now if I see someone wearing a mask, I want to punch them in the fucking mouth.
There are people I have been working with for over a year at work, and I've never seen their full face.
Wow.
Yeah, because like they never take it off.
Yeah.
I think I've definitely turned around on it. The fact that it's like, this is just what the common cold and flu season is now.
Yeah.
And you're making it out to be worse than that.
And also, like, are there even cases of it anymore? Like, I feel like even like the record sites, they're like current number of cases, like
5?
I don't know. Yeah, 4. Like, I think it is honestly just quietly gone away.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now how many active cases there are in British Columbia. I should probably be closer to the microphone when I talk.
Sure.
According to the BC Centre for Disease Control, as of right now,
Come on, single digits.
there are less than 1,000. That's all it says.
I'm thinking, and this is just me,
They don't know?
a lot less than 1,000.
Yeah.
I believe that statement is true. I believe there are less than 1,000. I also believe there are less than 10.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know anyone who's had it since
Like middle of last year.
middle of last year, but that doesn't stop anybody at my work from saying they have it, because then they get allowed 5 days off.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, are they back to the 5 days off?
5 days no pay, though.
Oh.
But it's, you get 5 days off where you don't have to justify not being there,
That's not bad.
which is pretty fucking great.
Yeah.
So I got COVID again.
Yeah, it's my 12th COVID.
My 12th COVID in the last 8 days. I just can't stop getting the COVID.
12 and 8 is tough.
12 and 8, but I got it.
Yeah, the test said I actually had 3 different kinds of COVID at the same time.
Yeah.
I got one of the fancy tests.
I'm patient 0.
God, I remember having to pay for goddamn tests across the board.
Yep.
That was so annoying.
I remember getting my urethra tested. That sucked.
It's true.
Sorry, what's the thing in the back of your throat called? A urethra, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's your
okay.
urethra. Anyway, duct tape dummy. Oh, did you have another?
Nope,
another
that's it.
COVID thing?
That's it. It's okay.
Duct tape dummy. So someone was having a duct tape dummy made of them in their room, and
At the hotel.
At the hotel.
Right.
And then another person in their room went out to buy scissors to cut everything off when it was done.
Mm-hmm.
And after the person left to buy scissors and before the person returned with the scissors, the evacuation happened.
Oh no.
So the guy is in his room covered in duct tape with no way to get out, and I'm outside talking to the person with brand new scissors who's not allowed back in the hotel. And it's pretty funny. Like, it sucks, but it's pretty funny.
I love it.
Yeah, that was actually great.
I hope he was getting the suit fitted to be a turtle, and he was stuck on his back on the floor.
I did not consider that it might be a turtle suit.
Yeah.
That is all the better.
Yeah, just like a foam back cutout so that they could measure the width of like how it sits on your back.
Yep.
But then during the panic, you got knocked over and now you can't get up. So not only are you stuck inside of duct tape,
You're on your back.
you're on your back on the floor and you couldn't escape even if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's perfect.
And you have to pee.
And you got to, you just pee your pants at that point.
You just pee straight up in the air.
Up and right into your face.
Yeah. So that was pretty great. And then at the dealer's den at forced lunchtime, because they just shut it down from like 12 to 1. I got to, because the rest of the time the den was open, I was working. But at lunchtime I went and I did like a lap around the den to see stuff, and I saw, and I am typically not a Kigu guy, Kigurumi, the the big like floppy onesies.
Yeah.
But I saw a really nice tiger one, and I'm like, if I had $450 on me right now, you'd be one Kigu less, lady. It was because I feel like often the cardinal sin of Kigus is bitch ass tails.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're like very small.
Yeah.
Which I obviously do not have time for.
Nope. Where would you?
But let me find it. It was Apoxin Industries, who's a local gal.
Epoxy?
What's
Made out of glue?
It's made out of glue. What's the Twitter? Apoxon _arts. APOXON_arts on Twitter. 14.1 thousand followers. Pretty good. And I think I saw the Tiger Kigu on here. Oh yeah, and the only other thing, like I liked everything about it. If I got one, I would get it less loose because I want something more form fitting and not like big floppy pajama style. The only other thing is like it's the hood is the full animal head.
Oh yeah.
With the ears, which I guess it's fine if you like pull it over your face, but I just give me like the top of the animal head and let my face be the face.
Let me choose.
Yeah, I don't want a two-face situation. I don't want a Harvey Dent situation. So here's the Kigu, and yeah, you can see the tail both in length and girth solid.
Oh yeah,
It's nice. Yeah,
that's not bad.
It was close.
Does that come in men's?
And it was it was funny because she was still like at her booth during lunch, and I don't know, we probably crossed paths twice in 10 years briefly, and she had no reason to remember me and didn't, and I was looking at him. She's like, actually, only dealers can be in here right now. I'm like, I am a dealer. And she's like,
dealer.
oh, and as soon as I said that, she turned like instantly super nice. She's like, oh, you want to try something on? Go for it. I'm like, I will, thank you.
I will. Thank you very much. What do you deal? Oh, mostly Quaaludes.
Yeah. So so that was fun. That was my Vancouver experience. Severe lack of whippets on the night, I will say that. Something I intend to correct in the near future. What else is going on? Oh, thanks to Iggy11 on YouTube after hearing last week's episode, sending me $14.88 in compensation for having to deal with the Asian ladies at the Avatar screening. I appreciate it very much.
Beautiful.
I said that was an interesting amount you sent me, $14.88, and if you listening don't know why that's interesting, then it's because you're not racist.
I love it.
So that was good. Also, I don't know how many times in a row I should say 1488, but I'll say it. I'll say it one more for good luck. I did a giant, very satisfying Twitter purge yesterday. Are you don't hide in your sweatshirt. What are you chuckling?
Continue your story.
Have you found something else, or are you laughing at this?
Story. I'm laughing at the picture I just saw on Twitter, but you continue your story.
Okay, we'll get to the picture. It might be the thumbnail. Who's to say?
I don't know if you can put this as your thumbnail.
Probably not. Man, you found something good. And else, anyone who wants to see the picture of the tiger Kigo I was talking about, it was made on that Apoxin Arts Twitter January 10th, so you can scroll to that. So I had I was following about 2,600 people, which is too many.
About,
So-
about 2,500 too many.
About 2,500 too many, but I realistically, I wanted to see what I could get it down to. I was hoping at the least I could get it down to 1776 because I'm a patriot.
Nice.
Or even better, 1488.
Stop saying 1488.
That'll be the last or second last time I say 1488. that one will. So I went through. I basically I unfollowed basically everyone that isn't following me back because fuck them, and then I also unfollowed a lot of people who are following me that have less than 50 followers because I don't have time for them. And I got it to the like low to mid 1400s, so I can actually refollow a few to get to the magic number.
The magic
so to speak.
number.
Although if I wasn't even thinking about it, I could have gone a little harder unfollow wise and got to the next racist number, 1350.
Right.
Yeah. For those who don't know 1350, let me how do I explain it in AA Milne terms? Tiggers only account for 13% of the population in the 100-acre wood, but for some reason they account for 50% of honey theft. Is everyone on
you
board?
Is that track?
Yeah, is everyone? Yeah. So that's yeah. So in hindsight, I could have actually banged out like another probably 70 and gotten down to that. But yeah, so I did that, got to like low mid 1400s, and then that I knew because when you unfollow over 1,000 people, you're doing it pretty quick and not looking that close at everything. So I'm sure I unfollowed a couple people I shouldn't have that I actually do talk to and stuff.
Yeah.
So then I made a tweet saying, "Hey, I just did a big aggressive unfollow." And so yeah, if I unfollowed you, don't be like, why does this guy hate me now? I'm like, I don't, just like, let me know and I'll add you right back. So so a few people did that, but then it didn't occur to me that by making that tweet,
There's going to be other people that see.
by making that tweet, people are going to see that and see that I was never following them.
Yeah.
And then, so like a bunch of people unfollowed me after that. But I'm like, hey, if that tweet makes you leave, then you're not a real one in the first place.
Correct.
And I don't need you. The way I justify every unfollow is, with every unfollow of me, my following becomes stronger.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, you're
Because
right.
if someone leaves, if you're not now, you never were.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, so that's how I sleep at night, basically. So yeah, so that's that. So yeah, I'm the off chance anyone listening is sad I unfollowed them or never followed them. Let me know, because as of right now, as of recording time, I'm at 1460. So I've got 28 spots, and that's it.
And then that's the end of it.
That's my forever number. And yeah, so that's the Twitter news. Then I wanted to let's crack a beverage and briefly talk drink talk.
Uh-huh. And you don't want to get to the thing that made me laugh really hard that I saw on Twitter?
No, I'm over it.
Okay.
Let's do your thing.
No, let's do it. You don't want to hear it, so I'm done with it.
Drew,
No.
I'm sorry. No, Drew, don't be like that. Let me see the funny thing.
Some guy who goes by the name Wholesome Dave with a unicorn at the end of his name.
Love it.
At Boston Friend _88.
Boston Friend?
FREN.
Oh, it's like a cute way of saying friend.
I guess.
Yeah. _88?
_88.
Not 1488.
Not 14.
How many
It's
times?
just-
I've said it too many times, right?
You said it way too
I'm
much.
in a whole mess of trouble.
You're gonna get. Not only are you gonna get yourself canceled, you're gonna get me canceled.
Look, if I have, by saying it this many times, if I have just made one new white supremacist, then it was all worth
You're the awakening. You're the racist awakening.
it. You know, I probably have been someone's racist awakening. I look, it's someone who doesn't understand irony or that I'm lying that it's ironic. Yeah, I probably have been, but I don't like to think about that. What's the funny picture?
Wholesome Dave.
Wholesome
Dave Unicorn.
Yep.
At Boston Friend _88. 8 hours ago, posted artwork
I like art.
of a stacked Greta Thunberg.
Oh boy.
And somebody replied to it, whatever, blah, blah. But then you click on it, the very first one is some guy going, oh no. Oh, where'd it go? Did he...
No.
Not the picture.
Okay.
Maybe just refreshed.
reply?
Like there were more replies, but the very top reply on it was, "I'm having a really really hard time defending you, Dave." So I guess this is something that Wholesome Dave does a lot.
This is a regular Dave thing. Oh man.
Artwork of a super stacked Greta Thunberg. Oh,
More like Greta Shapiro.
Yeah, you know what? She could be a Shapiro.
Yeah,
She could be one of their.
Those are
kind.
full cups.
Full cups.
Yeah,
All right.
like big bags of sand.
Big, huge bags of sand. He doesn't have a lot of followers.
He will in a minute.
And I was hoping he had other funny tweets like that, but he doesn't really. He just does a lot of retweeting. It came up again.
A delight every time.
Here's a really good comic that he made. It's Anthony Fauci's face over a family circus. No, yeah, maybe, and it's just like the kid asking him, "How effective is the vaccine?" 100%. And then he starts chasing them. 96%, 84%, 42%. It's AIDS! Is that Family Circus?
I don't think it is.
I don't remember.
But I'm not sure what it is. It's like an old-timey looking comic. I don't know if it's like a...
Old-timey.
A Blondie.
It's a Blondie.
Dick Tracy.
It's not Dick Tracy. It's Prune Face. Anyways, enough Twitter. We got too many things to do for one episode when we're already at an hour.
Drink talk.
It's in the fridge. Go get it. Well, I didn't remember that we needed it.
You better
so
be very, very entertaining while I'm gone.
I'm just gonna say mean things about you, or I'll sit here silently so that there's a lull in the conversation. Scott's left the room to go pick up a beverage that we stumbled across on our way back here from 7-Eleven. So we'll see if it's going to give us the shits. Meanwhile, I just found Greta Thunberg as... Twitter. Every single day of my life is the best day of my life. Here is Greta Thunberg.
Greta?
Here's Greta as Golem.
Oh boy.
It's pretty good.
That's a real two sides of the Greta coin.
Kind of looks like Dakota Fanning.
A little bit.
Young
Dakota
Dakota
Fanning and
Fanning.
Hound Dog.
Her best role, her bravest role.
I'm a hound dog.
The role of a lifetime.
Yep.
Getting molested as a child by an older boy.
You know how it goes. So, I want to give some... Okay, first...
First of all, stop shaking it.
Oh, yeah, sorry. First, the bad news.
You shook it.
I shook this carbonated drink, absolutely. The bad news is that Beaver Buzz Black Currant appears to be being discontinued. But I don't want to cry because it's gone. I want to smile because it happened. And I want to leave the memories alone. Also, I still have 6 in my fridge.
It's not enough.
It's not enough, but it feels okay for the moment. But it was thrilling. That was the one other good beverage thing to come out of COVID was Faygo making it to Canada.
Yeah,
and
we were Faygo boys for a while.
We were Faygo boys. A couple of Faygos and Beaver Buzz bringing back Beaver Buzz bringing back Black Currant. That's a sentence that I will not try to repeat.
What was the dumb thing you couldn't say last time? Floin clip?
Coin toss. And someone in the...
Coin cost.
Yes.
Yeah.
Someone...
Because you're mentally deficient.
Someone in the comments said, yup, same. Also, here's a guy recording commentary for Madden.
Yeah, I saw the clip. Yeah.
Might have been. I get maybe
Madden
YouTube.
90.
Oh, wait, was it Justin Gronkowski?
Yes.
Might have been.
Maybe.
Yeah. So that was good. And then the other one that appears to be just me is Long Shory Stort is a tough one for me. Yeah.
Also, the difference between Randy Couture and Diego Sanchez.
Well, yeah, but
that's a real.
They're
tough one for you.
basically identical.
Yeah. A Mexican American and a white American.
So
What do they have in common? America.
Yeah. So, sad Beaver Buzz news aside, we oftentimes find ourselves complaining, can we get a fucking new good energy drink flavor,
No.
please, sometime?
No.
And credit where it's due. Rockstar has brought out 2, and I like them both.
Yeah, they're both good.
Peach, Blackberry.
Yeah.
Both in the rotation.
Yep.
So, good job, Rockstar.
You did it. Congratulations.
Congratulations. You know, I've been complaining for good new flavors. There's 2 good new flavors. And also the Blackberry Rockstar almost makes up for the Blackberry Goji that I found in the States for a while.
Right.
I think it was Halo themed.
It was Halo themed.
Yeah, that was good. That was slightly better, but this regular Blackberry, nothing wrong with it. I'll drink it any day. Also, shouts out to Dr. Pepper, whose strawberries and cream flavor is the first flavor to not just taste like Dr. Pepper since the year 2006.
I think we said that last week.
Yeah. So
I still haven't tried it yet because I'm afraid if I'll like it, I won't be able to get it again.
guess what? You can get it tomorrow, baby.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, so that's
10.
That's pretty good. The the 2006 one, berries and cream, was better, but this is good. And I also have, which I haven't tried yet, a Dr. Pepper vanilla float, which is different than Dr. Pepper and cream soda, which is another thing currently out. So we'll see if that tastes like anything or just Dr. Pepper.
I guess we'll find out.
What else? Oh, and then we also got. I haven't tried mine of this. Maybe you have.
Nope, I've also been afraid to try it.
Ah, okay.
What if I like it too much and then I can't find it?
That's how I felt about
I'd
this one.
rather never try it and know that I have it
Yeah.
than try it and realize I can never get it again.
I agree.
I can't be hurt like that.
So the same makers of Beaver Buzz energy drink make Bear and Beaver non-energy sodas.
Sodies.
Their root beer is good.
Yeah, I like root beer.
I think you like the root beer more than me.
Yeah, I like root beer.
The cream soda is fantastic.
Great, amazing, so good.
Unbelievable. If you like A&W cream soda, very much the same style. Fantastic.
Yeah.
They have a ginger beer. I'm not that much of a ginger beer guy.
me either.
And strangely, in Washington, even though it's made here locally, we saw a new orange dreamsicle flavor, which has a lot of potential based on their cream soda. To throw some orange in there, it's going to be good, which I guess neither of us have tried because we're scared we'll like it.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
I've seen the other 3 here lots of
the time.
places.
Yeah.
Just not that cream.
I have
creamsicle.
I have yet to see that anywhere in Canada, but maybe.
Hopefully we see it tomorrow so I can buy another one so that I can,
So you can
not
drink the first one.
so I can not drink both of them.
Oh, good. Okay,
So that I know I have a backup
it's a good plan.
just in case.
So we'll maybe report on that one day, or we'll never drink it out of fear we'll like it too much.
Correct.
Which brings us to today's beverage, which
A bevy.
which we had mixed results with the last time we did something like this. We're talking flavored Red Bulls is what
Yeah.
we're talking today. I believe we did a flight of 3 last time. We did.
Yeah.
Ooh, if I could pull what there was a strawberry peach, strawberry apricot something.
Okay. I'm gonna wait for you to tell me what you think the answers
There
were, and then I'm
was,
gonna tell you the answers because they're right in front of me.
Ooh, yeah. There was one was a strawberry stone fruit combination. The other was the other one, the weirdly all stone fruit combination of like peach nectarine. Yeah, strawberry apricot, peach nectarine, and a third which was green and could be goddamn anything. Was kiwi in the mix? I don't know.
It was not.
Tell me the stuff. Did I get the first two?
You got the first two.
Hey, batting 667. Don't mind if I do.
Orange, strawberry, apricot.
Orange strawberry apricot.
Well, no,
okay.
sorry, the canned.
Oh, orange colored strawberry apricot.
Red canned peach nectarine.
which are the same fruit.
We've also tried the yellow tropical one before.
Yes, but the third in the flight was green,
It was green.
and it was it fruits that aren't green?
Correct.
I feel like I've done enough.
It's a single fruit.
I am calling this.
It's not fruits.
I am
it's
calling
one
this
fruit.
2.5 out of 3, which is an unbelievable performance.
Dragon fruit.
Dragon fruit, classically green dragon fruit. Yeah, and we didn't hate any of them,
No, they were all fine.
and we didn't love any of them.
I didn't mind one of the. I think it was the apricot strawberry.
I think it was.
That was the one that I'm like, I would maybe
I could
buy
get
this
again. Yeah. So today we find ourselves in what?
This is brand new, by the way.
Well, it is brand new, and I'm a little confused by it. What season is it right now?
Currently, I believe it's winter.
Yeah, we're in dead ass winter right now. So we of course bought the new 2023 summer edition of Red Bull, which is Juneberry flavored. Are you familiar with the Juneberry?
I'm familiar with the June bug.
Sure, Junebug.
Cuter than a June bug.
Absolutely. I don't know what a Juneberry is.
You want me to tell you what a June berry is?
Would love for you
P.S.
to.
You know what's something that just made me mad that I literally just realized?
Greta Thunberg?
No, that made me really horny. Okay. We are spoiler alert, we are wrestling tomorrow.
We are wrestling tomorrow.
Thankfully, it's a afternoon show.
We are not wrestling tonight, even though there is a show.
Correct.
Do we hope it's bad? Yes.
Yes. So a June berry is an amalncier,
What?
which can be a June berry, a sugar plum berry, a wild plum, a chuckly pear, or a Saskatoon berry.
That's a wide a range of fruits.
The pears are not pears. The pears are also berries. They're just called chuckly pear.
Okay.
But they are like the same genus of tree.
All right.
So it's like a Saskatoon berry.
Okay. I like a
Which
Saskatoon
we
berry,
had a flavor of.
which we
energy
have
drink.
had in Beaver Buzz form
Yeah.
and is good. I bet this will be the second best Saskatoon berry related energy drink I've tasted.
Anyways, the bad news I was going to say is that we wrestle in the afternoon tomorrow, which is great.
Yeah.
Because I have to work in the morning on Sunday so that I can be off early enough to come home and watch the Oscars.
What's going on with the Oscars?
And then remembered that we lose an hour of sleep.
Oh, you don't get me started that I have to wrestle a show, come home, have the government steal an hour from me, and then be like on for the Oscars the next day.
That's not my president.
No.
So
It smells all right, actually.
I would love to be one of the first two matches on the show, and then we could just get the fuck out of there.
Sure. I mean, the show's at 4. So,
I know,
yeah.
but still, I don't want to. I have to be up for work at 6.
Yeah.
So I would like to not get home at 12:45.
You know what? We can probably beat 12:45. In hindsight, I probably only
you
needed
only need one glass.
but I have
Now you can keep both.
2. I don't want. This seems like too much.
No, you're fine.
You do this one only has a little bit. All right, Juneberry Red Bull. What do you,
Huh?
It's all right.
It's okay, but it doesn't taste enough like not just energy drink
I was going to say
flavor.
it is very much Red Bull
Yeah.
with some berry.
Yeah, but not enough berry.
No.
It needs to be more
It needs to
potent.
be transformed by the berry and
Yeah.
not just added to.
It does smell good though. I like the smell.
It smells pretty good because it doesn't smell so. It smells like the berry, not the Red Bull.
Yeah.
But the taste is very much, yep, this is a fucking Red Bull, and also we have some berry flavoring.
Yeah. I'm gonna finish it.
Go ahead. Yeah, it's all right. Would I buy it again? Probably not. Especially not with Rockstar Blackberry and Peach on the market.
This is the one and only summer edition Red Bull I will be drinking.
I can't wait for the
Next
autumn.
year's...
I can't wait for the autumn edition next month.
Yeah.
They're really ahead of the game.
Fuck, I really don't want to lose that hour of sleep. God damn it.
No, I'm so mad about it.
Fuck!
Just leave it. No more.
Who
Just
cares?
stop. Farmers don't need it.
Farmers only don't need it.
Farmer wants a wife.
Farmers meet cute.
I think the working title for it was Farmer Needs Some Pussy.
Yeah.
But Fox was like, I
Pussy.
don't know.
Farmer needs some pussy.
Farmer needs some pussy. Farmer needs to fuck a boy.
Yeah, I could see that happen. Get a little lonely out there in the middle of nowhere. All you got is your son.
I didn't know it was also incest.
Yeah.
Treading into Jeremy Irons territory now.
Well, he is the noted pedophilia consultant for the show.
Pro-gay incest.
Pro-gay incest.
But not hetero.
Yeah. No. You can't fuck your daughter. You can fuck your son, though.
Yeah.
Sons are okay.
Who's getting hurt when you're fucking your son? I'm sorry. Are you and your son going to make an incest baby? Nope.
You try.
You could try your best.
God knows they try. They try their best.
But it's not going to happen. Not going to do it. Wouldn't be prudent.
Nope.
I miss HW.
Nah. W's my guy.
HW walked so W could run.
True.
Yeah.
So W could do cocaine and own the Texas Rangers and then run the country for 8 years.
Pretty cool.
It's a pretty sick life he's had.
There are worse lives to have.
Yeah. Like Morbius.
Morbius is
Morbius the man.
Objectively a worse life than George
Worse
W.
life
Bush.
than George Bush. Should we do movies? Is it about time that hour and 16 minutes?
Hour 16.
That we start doing the two movies that we were too tired to redo the last time we tried, and then, yeah.
I suppose, if you put it that
I'm gonna
way.
re-break your arm if you don't do it right now.
Don't do that. Yeah, I was just looking when
We were supposed to do this?
when we first recorded these two movies, which would be that one 4 weeks ago.
Yep.
So we recorded the two movies you're about to hear: Decision to Leave 2022 and Free Guy 2021. We recorded 4 weeks ago after seeing the movies probably a week to a couple of weeks before that. And then we recorded it, and then of the 9 hours we recorded that day, the back 7.5 were lost to the ages. Not technically lost. I think I do still have them. They're just unlistenable.
Garbage.
And then we would have recorded it the next week, but I was sick.
No, we needed a week off. Was that first?
No. So there's all the lost stuff. Next week is sick day.
Yeah.
Then
to re-record.
Then the next week we recorded everything but the last two.
Yeah.
When somebody crashed, not naming names. And then last week was Oscars.
Yes.
So for the two poor people
Nice.
who have been waiting for these reviews for 4 weeks longer than expected, Chairman Meow and Alex B / Mr. AI Games, I am very sorry to just Chairman Meow, because fuck you, Alex, for requesting Free Guy. Zero sympathy. But let's talk 2022's not Oscar nominated Decision to Leave.
I can't believe that.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know how it doesn't get a best.
Too many men involved.
Have
less men.
There's a pivotal lady.
Have less men. Oh, I meant in the making of the movie.
Oh yeah, I guess
Director, producer, writer, production company. Too many men. Get them out.
We're looking for an all bitch crew.
Yeah, because those
an
movies,
ABC.
those movies work out so well.
They're always great.
Yeah, there's never been a bad women's related movie. Anyways,
so yeah, doing my best to remember everything here. I still have my notes on this. Drew doesn't have his notes on these two and hasn't
shut up.
for the no, it's not.
kill yourself.
He wiped them after we recorded it the first time, which is not an unreasonable thing to do, but sometimes things record bad. Speaking of which, how's that waveform
It's
looking?
not working. It's not even recording.
It has not been recording.
Yeah, it's not even recording. It's completely stopped.
Excellent. So, Decision to Leave. My first note I wrote down is, please don't let me down, Chan-wook. I love you. I'm a large, both in size and amount. I like him, Chan-wook Park fan. And I was hoping this continues his streak of pretty fantastic movies. I would argue one could argue he has made 2 best movies of the year.
I don't know. I like Spike Lee directed versions of his movies a lot better.
Hey, that doesn't exclude Spike Lee. I think Handmaiden was my number 1 for 2016.
Yeah.
If and when we do the 2000s, perhaps Oldboy will score well in 2003, but that doesn't mean that Spike Lee didn't also make the best movie of 2013
Yeah.
with his Oldboy.
Correct.
They're calling it Better Oldboy.
Better Old Boy.
Older Boy.
Good Old Boy.
I wish he had called it. No, he actually should have called it Dumb Old Boy.
Dumb Old Boy.
Spike Lee's Dumb Old Boy. Executive producer Nathan Fielder. So,
anyways,
I like that. One of the establishing shots is we still have internet cafes in 2020. This movie takes place in the present.
I mean, I don't think they do outside of Asia.
No, they don't. But what are they doing in Asia?
I'm gonna look it up.
Asia has better technology than us. Korea's crushing it technologically.
What if I told you there's 2 of them?
Koreans, I know, north and south.
There are 2 internet cafe places in Vancouver.
Are they both in Richmond?
They're not. They're both in Vancouver.
Vancouver proper ass?
Yeah.
Where? Let's go.
623 Abbott Street at International Village.
Well, that's anything in International Village. It's just a money laundering front.
And 550 Seymour Street near the Pacific Center.
Really?
Yeah. F550 Game Internet Cafe and Print.
I don't get their purpose.
So that weirdos who don't have the internet can have I don't know.
But they've got it. Everyone, especially in Korea. I think everyone's got a chip in Korea that just gets internet to their brain.
I mean, that's yeah. So
what are you going to the cafe for?
I don't know.
It makes no sense.
Your parents won't let you be on the computer, so you pretend like you're going to study, and then you go to an internet cafe and play World of Warcraft?
Maybe. Yeah, internet computers at internet cafes are for games. Computers at the library are for beating off.
I would say you can beat off at both.
I don't know if you beat off at an internet cafe.
I bet you it happens.
I think the homeless and weird go to libraries to beat off.
Uh, if I typed in masturbating at internet cafe,
Yep.
there is an X videos search, there's a Pornhub search, there's a voyeurhit.com, whatever the fuck that is. If I click on the first one for X videos, there's a couple. There's a couple, Scott. I think you're letting down the public masturbators community by not showing. Oh, here's women masturbating at internet cafes.
That's ridiculous.
Well, I guess you gotta go where you can get off. If you can only get off at an internet cafe, then you're gonna do it.
So we got a cop. He's an insomniac. He works.
He's Dave Attell.
He's Insomniac with Dave Attell. Yes, good reference. He works in Busan,
Works in Busan.
where the train goes to there.
The train goes.
There
There is a train that
there's a train-
goes to Busan.
Good. And he and his wife actually live a little out more suburbia, and so he's in town most of the time. Comes back on weekends, I guess, and they
Has his own apartment in town.
yeah. And so they have him coming back on a weekend, and his wife is like, they're in bed together, and she's like, we need to have sex every week. I'm like, every week? What am I, a fucking machine?
You are
Literally,
She
a fucking-
wants you to literally be
I'm
a
like,
fucking machine.
lady, you're crazy. We will discuss monthly.
I think birthdays, anniversaries, and Christmas Eve. That's it.
And the Jewish high holidays.
And of course.
We'll do a Yom Kippur,
And 9/11,
9/11.
which is, as we know, also a Jewish holiday.
I mean, they
They did get a day off work.
everybody
They did get a day off work.
got the day off. Don't believe me? Ask Al Franken. Senator Al Franken.
What are the after 9/11 the population of New York City mausoleums pre 9/11, same thing, post 9/11, same numbers. Is that where Jewish people get buried? Mausoleums?
Yeah.
I genuinely don't actually know. So
I don't think mausoleums are non-denominational.
oh, okay.
Did they ever do...
I guess it's just Jewish cemeteries, right?
Yeah. Did they ever do the Ground Zero Mosque that everyone was mad about for a while?
I don't know.
I got a number of questions and like side questions. Like, one, did they do it? Two, if they didn't, was it ever even real?
I don't know.
But like that was a major news item for a while.
I don't know if that was a real thing or not. Like that might have been like the early days of trolling.
I feel like actual news outlets reported on that.
Yeah, but I think it was bullshit. I think it was people.
Yeah.
I think what the idea was that when when everything was being rebuilt,
Yeah.
I think somebody who was pitching
Some silly
a
goose.
design for the area had included a mosque.
Pretty funny.
Very funny.
Yeah.
Very funny. That way the families can come and celebrate their lost loved ones.
Yeah. The greatest pilot in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. It sounds like in late 2011, a temporary 4,000 square foot Islamic center opened in a renovated space at Park 51. Park 51 is a development of community centers in the lower Manhattan area.
Okay.
So, I mean, I guess it's right near Ground Zero, but it's not actually at Ground Zero.
Okay.
Oh, I like that there's a diagram of the 9/11 attacks.
I'll be the judge of that.
Interesting. I did not realize that the landing gear and engine for the second plane
Yeah.
ended up like 4 blocks away.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, if it didn't get like stopped that much by the building, that thing's gonna keep going. It had some decent velocity,
Yeah.
as I recall. I could see that going 4 blocks. It's crazy how long Ground Zero was just Ground Zero for.
That was the lights. Yeah, like why it took them so long?
Long.
I don't know.
Because I remember, like from fairly early on, there was talk of building stuff there.
Yeah.
And then it sort of fell off. Then I remember in sort of, probably like 2012, like more than 10 years after, I hadn't heard of or looked up anything on it in years at that point.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, what's at where the World Trade Center is now? And I looked up, I'm like, oh, still nothing.
Beaming lights.
It's a fucking hole still. Yeah. That's crazy. Because I went to New York in 2016 and they had just built it.
Yeah,
so it took them like close to 15 years.
I
love a Freedom Tower.
When we went, I don't think we didn't go anywhere near it, right?
Yeah,
we drove through.
We were
on the way to the airport.
Yeah, we went through Manhattan, but we probably would have been too far north in Manhattan. But yeah, because that was 2013. Yeah, it wouldn't have been built in 2013.
Okay, hear me out.
Done.
This is why they didn't build anything there.
Okay.
The people in charge of the buildings. The people in charge of the redesign and the reconstruction, were Japanese.
Okay.
And they knew if they built there too early, everything would just be super fucking haunted.
Ooh.
So they had to wait until all the ghosts dissipated.
You had to clear
and then
the ghosts.
Then they were like, okay, nah. It's like when they tear down a gas station.
Yeah.
And they can't build there until the soil's been.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what it is. But it's ghosts.
That makes sense. And they just let the ghosts clear naturally. They didn't do any busting.
No busting.
No busting.
That's for Little St. James.
Fair. That
you can only bust on Little St. James.
That's the most logical explanation I've heard for that. Actually.
Well, you're welcome. I've thought about it.
It honestly
I thought
sounds
long
like
and I thought hard.
And that's been the Decision to Leave review. So there's a death. A guy falls off a mountain.
Yeah.
And his much younger wife is brought into the mix, and probably in the first scene with her, I wrote, I sure hope he cheats on his wife with this grieving widow / potential murderer. And guess what? Got my wish.
Don't worry. He delivers.
He definitely does. So she's very sus the entire time.
She is. Yeah. She's obviously a suspect.
Yeah.
Because there isn't anything else that connects anyone to him. He's a businessman who also is a vlogger.
He's a mountain climbing vlogger. I think he's an immigration officer. Because that's how they got together. Because she's
Korean, but
she emigrated from China.
Mainland China.
And her grandfather, who fought in Manchuria, was known as the leopard cat of Manchuria, which is a pretty sick name. And I think that mountain, like her grandfather owned that mountain and left it to her, and that's part of why she came to Korea in the first place. And she came through via this immigration officer who she ended up marrying also. And she's got she has clear defensive wounds on her. She's got a big scratch on her hand.
She's got a huge scratch and bruises on her legs.
No excuse for.
Yeah,
and
doesn't even really make one up.
No, she's just none of your business.
This happened to me. That's all. I'm hurt.
Yeah. So so our main cop guy is investigating her, staking out her apartment, only sometimes getting noticed by her and just walking up to his car saying hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
So that's
He's
all.
bad at stakeouts.
Yeah. So that's all fun. There's a fantastic bit of cinematography. Am I pronouncing that correctly?
Yeah.
It's where
perfect.
Where they use
beautiful.
where they use the cinematograph.
Yep.
camera.
You got it.
Where he's interrogation is very strong because he kind of wants to fuck her from the get-go.
Yeah, I think
He is not harsh on her.
he's not harsh on her, and I don't think he really fully believes that he doesn't believe she did it, but his partner is like,
Yeah.
she clearly did it.
She clearly
and
did
he's
it.
like,
She's the only suspect."
I don't think she's the kind of person that's capable of doing it.
Yeah.
And his partner's like, she fucking did it. You're being stupid.
You're being an
open
idiot.
open your eyes. I know that's hard for you, but open your eyes.
Get the epicanthal fold surgery. Like many other Koreans before you,
Yep.
it's their favorite.
They love it.
And open your fucking eyes.
Yeah.
So there's a great shot where they're across from each other at a table, and I think this is where he's bought her a very fancy bento box. He went with like the I believe the ultra premium.
The ultra premium box D for dick.
That's right. So
I'm gonna give you the D, then I'm gonna give you the D.
they're across each other at a table, and we're looking at them in profile, and there's a mirror behind them, and when they go back and forth in conversation, the camera focuses on the person speaking and unfocuses on the person listening, but in the mirror it's the opposite. And it's really cool, and not something I noticed the first time. I think I saw someone on Twitter complaining about it getting 0 Oscars, especially for Best Foreign and Cinematography, and they used this shot as
International non-English
foreign.
language. Okay.
It's foreign. And using this shot as an example, I'm like, oh man, that's actually really cool looking and probably not easy to do. I don't know enough about cameras to even know how to do that.
Yeah.
Maybe they use 2 cameras.
They probably didn't. You can do it in one. You just got to be really fucking talented.
Yeah.
Which, guess what? Most people aren't.
Yeah. But some of these fine Koreans are.
Yeah.
And then there's another thing where they're basically after a gangster. And what do you
Nothing. I was just thinking. Yeah. Gangster who's committed a violent assault.
Yeah. And so they is this where they do
The rooftop
this is the roof. Yeah.
and the running.
This is the running.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
How literally.
Because you never see in any sort of like cop crime thriller whatever movie in a big on foot chase scene someone just get too tired and quit.
Yep.
But that's gotta happen in real life. You don't have infinite stamina.
It's not a video game.
You eventually have to stop. So he and his partner are chasing this gangster. And his partner is just like, I'm done. The whole chase is uphill.
Yeah, it's all uphill.
Yeah.
The main cop is pursuing him the whole time.
Yeah.
But the partner cop is originally the one in the lead, like the closest one, and he has to stop halfway up the hill.
Yeah.
Catch his breath. Then the main cop keeps chasing the guy. Then the partner gets back up and starts running again. Realizes there's this massive flight of stairs they're running up.
He's like, no.
He gets up like 10 steps and then he just collapses.
It's fucking it.
He
I'm
just
done.
lays on the stairs,
Yeah.
like head facing down.
Not gonna do
and
it.
he's just like, I'm done.
Yeah.
There's no more running in me today.
I am full of lactic acid.
Yeah.
It's over.
My balls hurt. I'm all chafing.
That is when you know you should stop running.
Mm-hmm.
When your balls hurt.
When you've got severe testicular pain.
That's nature telling you to stop.
yeah.
So there's a rooftop showdown between the one cop and the
This also had the like awesome counter to the bad guy having a knife.
that's what I was about to say.
Oh, okay.
Bat and gangster pulls a knife, and cop very calmly pulls a chainmail glove out of his pocket,
That he's
puts
just
it
been
on.
carrying around the whole.
Guess what?
Just in case.
Perfect knife defense. Brilliant. And
that-
would love to know if that's a real thing.
I'm gonna look it up.
But that was hella cool. He disarms the gangster, and then the woman has been like sort of following him too, because she's kind of obsessed with him. and she's on a much lower level. Gangster goes falling off the edge of the building.
Sorry, I was trying to find the answer. He jumps.
That's the
but
implication.
It's implied.
Yeah, it's maybe
the woman thinks that the police officer
might have
did
pushed
it,
him,
but
yeah.
I don't think he did.
Yeah.
I think he just decided that he'd rather die than go to prison.
Yeah, I think that's the deal. So with more research into the woman, it comes out that she has, regardless of if she killed her husband, P.S. she killed her husband, she has at least been involved in a death before, in that she helped her sick mother OD on fentanyl. And P.S. I hope someone helps me OD on fentanyl when my time comes next year, probably. Drew appears to be volunteering in the corner there. Thank you.
Don't worry,
Appreciate it.
If you need to die, I'll be the one to do it. No information on the chainmail glove. However, I did find out a very interesting piece of trivia that Korean police officers, even though they carry guns that can carry 6 rounds, like have a 6-round cylinder, they only actually have 4 rounds. The first 2 bullets in their gun are blanks on purpose. The first one is in case it accidentally goes off, and the second one is in case you get into a situation where
and want to scare someone, but not
you might scare them, or you
them.
might panic and shoot them.
Okay.
But then the reason for this is that firearms are like completely forbidden in Korea. So police officers are not ever expected to fire in case they are attacked with a weapon.
Oh yeah, because you're never going gun for gun.
Yeah.
Yeah. All them losers are bringing knives to a gunfight.
Like exactly.
Dummies.
Right? So yeah, they actually don't shoot.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, that's very cool.
I like that.
They use them for warning fire, and then the live bullets are only for if a resistance occurs after a warning. So that's pretty sick.
Yeah, that was pretty sick. So the woman is also like I don't know, like a palliative care nurse.
Yeah,
sort of.
she's
like,
a nurse.
Like she goes to like old people's houses and caretakes them.
Yeah.
So, and her alibi for her husband's death is she was at this old lady's house the whole time, and her cell phone location
will prove that.
Backs it up and all that. Then basically the guy figures out like could she have gotten to the mountain and back in the time
that
like,
she said that she was doing this, and then
and it's like, yep, she could have. And then he found that she switched. She bought the lady the same phone she had.
Yeah.
Left her phone there, took the lady's phone with her. Did the murder.
Did the murder.
The dicks. Came back, switched them back. Meanwhile, this is all taking place over some time, and I think the death is officially ruled an accident.
Yeah.
And then the guy sort of keeps going and finds that she definitely killed him, and then and he's like, "Hey, I know you killed him, but just I know you killed him, but I'm gonna cover it up, basically." So probably throw away the phone with the evidence on it, which she never does, because she's a complicated lady.
She's a complicated woman, but he's doing that because he's fallen in love with her.
Yeah,
and he's still spending a lot of his time just like hanging out on the rooftop across from her apartment, watching her be sad and eat ice cream.
Yes, yeah, and there's some cool shots, because I remember that one where it shows it's not real, and you know it's not real, but it shows him actually in the apartment with her, like
while he's watching her do her whatever. Yeah. As if he's there with her.
Yeah, exactly. And there's a lot of cool shots like that. And somewhere along the line, I wrote because again, she's Chinese, not Korean. Chinese is a much uglier language than Korean.
It is.
Yeah. It is. Is it the ugliest of the East Asian languages? And yes, I'm just saying Chinese. I know there's your Mandarin, your Cantonese, and probably 1,000 others.
Well, I was going to say, unless you ask the Chinese government, and then one of those doesn't exist anymore.
Correct. But yeah, not a fan. Vietnamese.
Free Taiwan.
I could take or leave also, but Japanese and Korean are fine.
Yep. Yeah,
And,
they're not bad.
Thai's kind of wacky. Thai's not ugly; it's just wacky.
It's silly.
And then
It's silly
I don't know, Tagalog. I don't know what to.
I mean, I hear it
It's
all day,
probably
every
a lot.
day.
Yeah,
It's pretty normal.
it's it's the Spanish of Chinese.
Yeah. It's a very quiet language spoken by loud people.
I like that. That's fun.
Because like none of the words are jarring or sharp or
Yeah.
yelling,
But the people are.
but the people are talking at 90% volume.
Nice.
And all of their younger women are very hot.
Excellent.
Mostly daughters of guys I work
Now
with.
your boot fuckery
Nope, you're
is
fine.
going all over my cable.
Nope, it's fine.
Okay.
Still doing okay.
Good. So I think we sort of move about a year into the future after that. He is with his wife.
Yeah.
Is still with their tenuous relationship.
And he's now a detective in the smaller town they live in.
Yes.
He does not work in Busan anymore.
Yeah, and he and his wife run into her and her new husband, like at the wet market.
It is in fact a wet market.
And they're like, "Oh, hi," and he pretends not to know her, right, in front of his wife.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they have a weird little interaction there. And then the next day, her new husband is dead.
Yeah.
Stabbed to death in the
Stabbed to death in the
pool.
pool.
With the pool drained.
Yeah.
Which
Well, that
she
way it's-
later said she didn't... the blood would put people off.
Correct.
So she drained the pool.
I didn't want the police officers to be grossed out by all the blood. So I got rid of it.
Yeah. So he's like, hey, there sure are a lot of suspicious deaths around you.
Seems like everyone around you dies.
Yeah. So and I guess both of her dead husbands were like kind of bad guys, because like the first guy she had his like initials tattooed on her, like
Yep.
Nexium style.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy. Why can't I pull Nexium guy's name? Richard Belzer.
Nope. Close.
Is it Richard?
Nah. I don't even know what Nexium is.
And the cult that had the supernatural girl in it,
Oh.
whose name I'm also blanking on. I think
Allison Mack is her name.
Allison Mack, who's in jail, and the fucking guy. I watched a documentary on it and listened to a podcast. Good retention, asshole.
Yep.
What is it? NXIV.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just looking for the name of the leader.
I know he's serving 120 years in jail now. Which is pretty cool.
Keith Raniere.
Keith Raniere. Highest IQ in the world, according to Keith Raniere. Which is a nice claim to make. Now that he's in do you still get to claim IQ numbers in jail?
Yeah.
Or do you like forfeiting, because like you can't vote, so do you also have to forfeit IQ? Can I now claim I have the highest IQ in the world with Keith in jail?
Yes.
I have the highest free IQ of a free man.
I like it. I like it.
In the world. I should start a cult where I trick women to getting my initials tattooed on their pussy. No, pardon me, not tattooed, branded. Branded.
That's
hardcore.
That is hardcore.
Yeah, that's a move, all right, Keith. So yeah, and also I enjoyed at the new crime scene. I was a big fan of the Dikey crime scene photographer.
Yeah.
I was a fan of her. She was fun.
She was very fun.
I don't remember specifically where, but I believe the woman does say the title of the movie, and I just wrote she said the title exclamation mark. So this newer murder comes out that there's a guy mad at her husband over fucking over his mother. She goes and she's still doing nurse stuff, I think, with that very mother. So, and the mother's also very sick. And guess what? She goes back to her to the old playbook and helps the mother OD on fentanyl and die, and because she knew as soon as the mother died, this guy who's mad at her husband would kill her husband, and guess what? It all worked out.
It all worked out.
So that was that, and she's still kind of obsessed with the cop, and the cop's kind of over it
A little bit.
Like he still has like very like conflicted feelings, and he and his wife are kind of done.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a whole complicated thing. And so then the woman basically disappears. He's trying to find her. He's tracking her phone, and she's gone to the beach. And they have a whole like big conversation about because she said her new husband was so mad at her when he heard you say you love me. He's like, I don't think I ever said I loved you. But she was sort of speaking metaphorically,
yeah.
In that like when he told her to get rid of the phone, that was clear evidence she was a murderer.
Yeah.
That was him like showing love for her. But that was also kind of the turning point for him, and she says, like, one of the more memorable lines in the movie, when you said you loved me is when you stopped loving me. So she goes to the beach, digs a big hole like Fragile Frankie Merman, as portrayed by Dana Gould on Seinfeld, and waits for the tide to come in. And as tides do, it does. And basically the movie, so he finds her abandoned car with the still phone full of evidence on it. He's like, damn it, bitch, you had one job. Throw this away anywhere.
I told you to get rid of it.
And and then the one other sort of like theme motif thing is just like different people's perceptions of things, because there were like third party, just like passersby photos of her near the new crime scene of her new husband, and there was this like debate as to what color her dress was. Some people saw it as blue, some people saw it as green. It's a classic black and blue versus white and gold meme. And and it was just sort of about like how different people will see technically the same thing but see it different ways, blah blah blah. So it basically ends with him because he sees where the car is and then goes to the beach, and he's just like kind of frantically searching the beach for her, but the tide has come all the way in, presumably filled the hole and drowned her, and that's that. And it's like it's not as big or wow and impactful ending as an Old Boy or a Handmaiden, but it's
definitely less sexy than a Handmaiden.
Definitely less sexy than Handmaiden, but it's still good. And it's interesting that we've now done this twice a month apart, because I was definitely a lot higher on this movie than you the first time, but it sounds like it's grown on you somewhat in the interim.
No, I lied.
Oh, it was one of your classic.
I hate it.
One of your classic pranks.
Yeah. I think the more I kept thinking about it, like it kept popping up in my head, and I'm like, okay, I think I liked this better than I let on.
You were being coy the first time?
Yeah.
As you were wont to do.
Sometimes.
Yeah. I know you had more issues with the score than I did. You noticed it more than me. I would have to go back and revisit some of it, but you definitely had some stuff where the issues with the score not matching the tone of what was
the tone
happening.
of the movie. Yeah, it was a little bit too upbeat and kind of goofy for me at points.
There were definitely some, like, I just remember the few score parts that I really liked and didn't remember so much the tonally mismatched stuff. But yeah, I'm sure there was some of that in there.
There was quite a bit of that, and I also thought that the pacing was kind of weird. Like, things felt a little bit too rushed at times, just to move on to the next, like, thing, the next important,
Right.
Whatever, and yeah. But I think it grew on me, so
Yeah, and
now I like it.
still real good, and I think tough for Mr. Park to make a bad movie.
Depends who you ask. I think he's made some pretty good ones, so
I think he
keep
has.
going.
In fact,
Keep going.
you want to yell about Free Guy?
Yeah, but I don't know if I have the energy to yell about it as
Why
much as
not?
I did last time.
Go
Nah,
off.
we wasted all the yelling last time. It's an awful movie. It is one of the worst movies of the last, like, 5 years, which is saying a lot.
Yeah, because movies suck.
Because movies are awful now.
Okay, Alex B., Mr. AI Games, this is your time to shine. This is our time to yell at you. You write in, along with your request for this movie, suffer as I have suffered, although you won't have to mentally deal with a theater cheering at things they recognize. That does sound horrific.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I had the pleasure of at least watching this alone in the comfort of my own oxygen tent, which I believe gives me sexual powers.
When you you watch this on your own when it came out in 2019.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Did I write this down? Oh yeah. So I saw the trailer for this movie when I saw Star Wars, the last one, The Rise of Skywalker, for 2 minutes by myself in the theater.
Yeah.
Here's what I saw at this theater: Free Guy trailer, Mulan trailer, first 2 minutes of Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. At which point I was given a phone call, a call, not a message, a ring phone call.
Ring them up.
To which I exited the theater because I'm a gentleman and took the call and was informed that no one else would be coming to this theater, which was to be the first of a double feature on the night. So I left and met everyone downtown, which was far from where this theater was, and we had a drink at the Hotel Georgia.
Brag.
As gentlemen do.
Brag.
And then Adam and I went and saw Cats 2019. I believe it was opening night for both movies. Also, nice job, Cats, opening against Star Wars.
Well,
and then back to Adams because he needed to watch Star Wars to get a review out early, because the earlier you get it out, the more people are going to look at it. And the only version we could find was a Eastern European Handycam version with ads for a gambling site that popped up on the screen every 10 to 15 minutes with a big piñata, which we referred to as the piñata cut. And I don't think there is any better way to watch that stupid movie. I think we got the best possible viewing. That's better than if people had made it to the theater that day.
are you slandering best visual effects nominee for the 2022 Oscars? Free Guy.
No,
Nominee and winner.
It
didn't win.
The moral of the whole story is I saw the trailer for Free Guy there at this in 2019. And then I didn't really think about it again for a while, probably nearly a year and a half. And then it just sort of wormed its way back into my head one day. I'm like, did that stupid looking Ryan Reynolds video game movie ever come out?
Did it get released?
No, it didn't. But then several months later it did. Like 20 months.
August 10th, 2021.
Yeah. So I'm going to say exactly 20 months, because that was probably December 2019.
I think so.
When that shit was going down. So yeah, this sat on the shelf for a minute. I would argue not long enough. Imagine a world where this is still on the shelf
Imagine a world
and we're not mad.
where we didn't see Free Guy.
And Alex B requested a better movie.
Alex B. Jordan. Alex B. Gay.
Alex B shopping. You cannot stop an Alex from shopping. What's my first note for this movie?
Alex P. Keaton.
Ooh, Young Republican.
Young Republican.
Gave him the shakes. Shit.
Gave him the shakes. I don't know if you're allowed to say that, but
No?
you already did, so.
My first note for the movie is cool Channing Tatum cameo. And then
That's the first note? Oh, yeah, I guess he's
he's in early. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
And then it just gets worse and angrier.
Oh, is this Channing
there.
Tatum playing a gay overdone version of himself? Well, it must be a movie made in the last 10 years.
Because that's what Channing Tatum do.
All he does.
Computer, can you show me gay Channing Tatum? I'm sorry, Scott. That is not suitable for work.
I'm sorry, Scott. The gay is redundant.
So Ryan,
it's PUBG.
it's
Fortnite, but it's PUBG.
It's PUBG. Pussy under
Balls.
butt girls.
I mean, if you do it doggy style, that's correct. Pussy would be under the
Pussy
butt,
under butt.
and it's a girl.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. You nailed it.
So that's like asking a girl to do doggy. Let's do pussy under butt, girl. Let's do PUBG.
Let's do PUBG. Yeah, pretty much.
I'm gonna write let's do PUBG down. That's fun.
Let's do PUBG.
I also have the W in WNBA is kind of redundant and dumb old boy. written
Dumb
down.
old boy. Dumb old boy.
So so Ryan Reynolds is a fucking you know damn right what the fucking movie is. He's an NPC in a
You're a doctor?
in you know he's an NPC in a fucking game, and it becomes very clear like he's becoming like semi self-aware. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be terrible Pleasantville, isn't it? I'm like, yeah, fuck, it is.
Yep.
Pleasantville for gamers.
Yep.
Cool. So I was pretty mad pretty early
Yep.
in the movie,
Oh, yeah.
and it sustained.
I was just annoyed with the fact that they kept playing the fucking Mariah Carey song right off the bat.
Yeah, Fantasy by Mariah Carey is like a motif in the movie.
Yeah.
Because
It's the girl character's favorite song in IRL
Yeah.
that her former partner boyfriend guy put in as an homage to their love.
yeah, so the devs are Jodie Comer of Killing Eve fame. Spoiler, they never kill Eve and the show's over, so lies.
But she's not Eve, right?
She's not Eve.
Sandra Oh.
Noted footface Sandra Oh is
I don't know if
is
you can
Eve.
call her that. That sounds pretty racist.
It's actually not racist, it's just ugly.
No,
Yes.
spoon face is what you're supposed to call her.
Panface.
Panface.
Panface is racist.
Yeah.
I would never call her that.
Zipperhead.
But I would. I'm confident saying both she and Sarah Jessica Parker have faces that look like feet.
Yeah, but Sarah Jessica Parker's more of a horse.
She's certainly a horse. So much of one that you can't name your horse Sarah Jessica Parker in Red Dead 2.
I'm so disappointed by that. Why would you take that out?
Imagine having to take that
Well,
out.
I mean, I know, but why would you take it out?
I know it's mean. It's mean to the gamers. I don't mean
Yeah, I
it's
don't-
mean. It's not mean enough to Sarah Jessica Parker.
Why? Because Matthew Broderick's been playing so much Red Dead Redemption 2 that they didn't want to make him sad by naming the horse after his ugly ass wife.
They should name the horse after the woman he ran over.
That wasn't his fault. That was an accident.
It was an accident. We got to make him pay for it forever.
Yes.
Like apparently. So yeah, the devs are Jodie Comer and Cool Hair from
Joe Curie.
He doesn't have a name. His name is Cool Hair from Stranger Things.
Cool Hair from Stranger Things.
Yeah. And yeah, they were together. They designed like a cool game for babies.
An open world game where the AI evolves and is self-aware, and essentially they created Skynet.
Yeah, they literally created real, like, true AI.
True AI,
Which is,
yeah.
like, kind of downplayed for how giant an accomplishment it is. But the...
Well, they're indie game developers, and so people aren't talking about them because they're not real big indie. They're not big in indie games.
Yeah, but, so fake Blizzard...
called...
Typhoon?
Tsunami.
Basically bought them out... just hired them. Their indie game never really took off. Hired them, and used their code as base for their PUBG game.
Yeah.
Illegally.
Yeah.
Man, Blizzard got me thinking about. You know how people are boycotting the fucking Harry Potter game?
Yeah.
Because J.K. Rowling is a transphobe.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine, but I hope your boycotts are consistent. Like, I hope you're not boycotting Harry Potter but playing anything made by Blizzard or Activision.
They might be.
Because those had actual rapes.
They did.
Yeah.
They, in fact, did.
So, I hope you're... It's almost a cliche now because of the Chris Rock special title, but I hope you're not participating in selective outrage. I hope you're a little bit consistent and not just jumping on the current hot thing to be mad at. You fucking losers.
I think it might be that one.
I think it might be that one too.
I think it might be people jumping on things just to get friends.
Yeah. So, I wrote, I bet game devs do call each other by their screen names at the office.
100%.
First I was like, oh, really? Or calling each other like whatever? I'm like, oh, they probably for real do that.
Yep,
So
I bet you they do.
I'll let that go. So they've recognized this anomaly in the game, but they think it's a player.
Yeah.
So Cool Hair and Indian Friend.
Scott, first of all, you racist fuck.
Am I getting those names correctly?
His name
is Indian Friend.
I'm
like, oh God, I'll be damned. It's Indian Friend. It's his real name. It's his birth name. Turns out it doesn't have a name.
Well, his stage name, because he's a rapper and singer,
really,
is UTK the INC.
Okay.
But his name is Utkarsh Ambudkar. I
like the real name better.
Yeah, Utkarsh. He's been in, he was in Pitch Perfect, if you hadn't seen that. He's in Ride Along 2. He was in Barbershop The Next Cut, which we watched. He's in Blind Spotting. He's in Mulan.
Moulin Rouge?
No, not that Mulan. Oh. He's in Tom and Jerry.
Nice. I think, was Tom and Jerry also on the shelf for a while?
Yeah.
It was, right?
I think it was one of those COVID ones where it got pushed back.
Yeah, I feel like that was sort of 2 years between trailer and release.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's in 5 episodes of Brockmire.
Nice. Does he play the baseball?
He plays the baseball.
Have you seen my baseball?
Yeah. But we don't call it a baseball. We call it this. Now go say it to that girl. Oh no, Brockmire. That show's great, and you still need to watch it, Scott.
I have it all downloaded.
You really do need to.
It's waiting for me. So, so Cool Hair and Indian Friend, I've learned nothing. Go into the game.
Scott might be a racist.
And it's clear even before we see them in the game that Indian Friend is a furry. Because I think Cool Hair says something derogatory about being a bunny in the game,
Yeah.
and an Indian friend is very offended. He's like, "Excuse me, I'm a rabbit."
I'm a rabbit.
I'm like, "Oh, this is a real ass furry."
A real ass furry.
This
What are you, some kind of weasel? I'm a fennec, thank you very much. I'm a fennec fox.
I'm a pine marten.
I'm
Thank
a pine
you.
marten.
Yeah, this
I'm
guy.
an Arctic minx, actually.
Yeah, this guy's legit. This is a guy who goes up the stairs on all fours in public, not just at home. We all do it at home. But
Yeah, we can all agree we all do it at home.
yes, but this guy will do it on like the steps of City Hall. This guy's for real. And then we get to the in-game suit he's wearing, which is infuriating.
Yeah.
Because it's a great suit. It is a great suit. It's got bunny abs, pardon me, rabbit abs, rabs.
Rabs. His character name is Mouser.
Oh, Mouser the rabbit.
Doesn't make any sense.
Interesting
He should have been
choice.
A fucking mouse.
Interesting choice. And then the face of the suit is terrible.
Yeah.
It's like from Party City.
Yeah.
But the rest is great. I'm like, you got so close, but you still blew it. Let furries design furry things.
Yep.
Like, did you let them design everything, but then like the studio got a hold of the face?
Studio wanted
you
a different one.
or did you involve no furries and just somehow like broken clock was right twice a day? You got the suit good, but obviously couldn't get the face.
I think it's that one.
Like, it made me so mad. I'm like, you are 90% of the way to a good looking piece of business there, but of course you had to drop the ball on the fucking 5-yard line.
Yep.
That's a sports reference, guys. We'll explain it.
Sports.
We'll explain. We'll do footnotes at the end of the show for all the sports references to explain it to our non-sports fans.
To all the losers out there who can't catch or throw.
Yeah, it's around here that we start the aggressive product placement.
Yes, we do.
Oh boy, it's really just in your face for the rest of the movie. It's some of the worst I've seen, honestly, especially in a major like big budget movie.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's as bad as some of the Transformers movies, but
I've seen none but the first, so I will take your word
in one
for
of
it.
them, the like Tesseract box thing turns an Xbox into a Transformer.
That's pretty sick.
And I also believe maybe a Sprite vending machine.
Love it. Is Optimus Prime like sponsored in any of them? Does he have like a DraftKings.com sticker on him?
Yeah, he's Crypto World presents Optimus Prime.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
Crypto.com's Megatron.
So the game's getting really like super popular. Because of this, what's the reasoning?
The game has always been popular.
It's always been popular,
and he's in development of making a second game.
Sequel's coming.
And he's made all these promises about back.
Oh no, the game gets new hype because so Ryan Reynolds is self-aware enough now, and he makes friends, maybe romantic friends, with in-game Jodie Comer.
Yeah, whose character name is
Ralphus.
Molotov Girl.
Molotov Cocktease.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, look, whatever's going on.
That just makes me think of somebody makes a drink, like an actual Molotov cocktail that you drink.
Okay.
And then a gay guy would call it, who wants
Who wants Molotov Cocktease? I like it.
But like cocktease as in like a short, cute way of saying cocktails,
yeah.
Not cocks.
Of course.
Who wants Molotov cocktease?
So yeah, so Jodie says like, hey, like I'd love to help you with whatever weird shit you're going through, but like you can't hang with me because you're level 1 and I'm whatever. So she's like, go level up a bunch and we'll talk. And he's like, okay, I'll level up, but I want to like kill people and steal stuff. So I'll level up by doing good stuff. And then that's what gets the new media hype.
Yeah.
Is this this player
In the game.
the first person to level up by being nice.
Yeah.
So then there's they show a bunch of media stuff, including there being a question on Jeopardy.
Yep.
Alex Trebek's last appearance in a movie.
Yep.
He deserved better. And then I was wondering if he was already dead by the time this came out to save him the embarrassment, but it was actually a couple months off. I think it was 3 months before he died.
No.
So he had to. Maybe this could be what killed him, honestly. Like, a lot of people are going to tell you stage 4 pancreatic cancer, but I think it was Free Guy.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Also, just all of the fucking real life streamers that make appearances.
then we get like a big
just
string.
Fucking kill yourself.
Of I wrote. I'm assuming these are all famous YouTubers and streamers, and I am so happy I don't know any of them.
The only two I knew were Ninja and Pokimane.
She's got the tits, right?
Yeah, and she's very cute.
Yeah. Yes, the one with the tits.
The tits one.
And and the part of the way Reynolds becomes self-aware is because all the real players in the game have cool sunglasses, and he picks up a pair of the sunglasses, puts them on, and then sees all the extra in-game stuff. And also he gets killed a bunch and then like respawns at the beginning of his day. So I'm like, oh, this is like a horrible combination of Pleasantville, Groundhog Day, and They Live.
Yeah.
And I hate it so very much. We get the president, head dev, CEO, something of Toonami, Taika Waititi, who how would you describe his performance in
this specific movie?
In this specific movie,
I would say within 3 minutes of being on screen, he had erased all of the good grace and goodwill he's ever done in my life.
Yeah, he between this performance and his directing of Thor: Love and Thunder, I fear to say that Taika Waititi might be bad now.
I think they just overexposure.
Yeah, I think he's bad now.
A little bit is really good, but then a lot is too much.
I'll tell you the turning point. And it's neither Thor nor this. It's when he said he was poly. It's been absolute downhill since he said he was in a throuple. I was like, no, you can't do it. Not gonna do it.
Not
Taika.
gonna do it.
But he's I mean, I until fairly recently I thought he was a delight. So it's not impossible he could get it back, but I'm worried he's going to be bad forever. So prove me wrong, I hope. So Jodie Comer is talking to Cool Hair about how she's kind of fallen for Ryan Reynolds in the game. And then I thought it was very funny that Cool Hair responded by calling her a pedophile because the Ryan Reynolds character has only existed for 4 years.
Yeah.
He's only 4, Millie.
He's only 4. You're a monster.
Very funny. So Taika is pissed at this whole development, and upon the release of the sequel is just going to wipe the first game from
the server will be completely gone
from existence. And I'm like,
because that will delete all of the evidence of their previous
theft
design of the
code.
game. Code.
And I'm like, we have introduced a very convenient ticking clock movie, ticking clock to the movie to up the stakes. Somebody took a screenwriting class.
And his name was Sean Levy, the director, and he sucks. He's from Montreal. Look at him, cool guy.
I bet he sucks.
He's got a real terrible filmography, Scott.
I think I looked it up when we recorded this 3 years ago.
Big Fat Liar.
Great. Hey, that Blue Giamatti?
Yep.
He blew himself.
Just Married.
Is that Ryan Reynolds in a fat suit?
Nope.
What's that one?
that's
That's
just
just friends. What's just married?
Ashton Kutcher and Brittany Murphy. R.I.P.
Of course it is R.I.P.
Cheaper by the Dozen. The terrible.
Oh, the
2003 one. Yeah.
okay.
The Pink Panther with Steve Martin.
Oh, tough one.
Night at the Museum.
It is crazy how you can take two things I really like,
and,
the Pink Panther and Steve Martin, and just fuck them up so horrendously. Sorry, what?
Night at the Museum.
Okay,
Night at the Museum. Battle of the Smithsonian.
great.
Date Night, which was Steve Carell and Tina Fey.
Right. Okay.
Real Steel. That's Hugh Jackman and Fighting Robots.
and robots. Yep.
The Internship.
Vaughn and Wilson.
Yeah.
They're calling it Bad Wedding Crashers.
Night at the Museum. Secret of the Tomb.
Night at the Museum, The Secret of Nim.
Free Guy. The Atom Project.
Oh, he's a Reynolds guy.
And then he's directing Deadpool 3.
Sick. He's all in on Reynolds.
Yeah.
The Atom Project was terrible, right?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, that checks out.
Also, most of the other things I said were also terrible.
Oh yes, yeah. No, I just in terms of recent work, bad.
He was a producer on a couple things I like, but he was a producer on Arrival.
Interesting.
All right, well,
Atom Project was the one with the
where he fucks his younger version of himself.
Yeah, with
no, sorry, that was the TV show of the time traveler's wife.
yes.
I'm gonna go back in time and suck my own dick.
We should all be so lucky.
As every heterosexual man would do.
Absolutely. Atom Project is with the young kid Ryan Reynolds who talks exactly like adult Ryan Reynolds, like kids do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seemed good.
You never grow out of it.
Seemed good. I saw a little bit of it.
It's bad.
Yeah. We hook up with
Who are we hooking up with?
We hook up with Channing Tatum is who we're hooking up with. The
fake gay version of Channing Tatum.
Yeah. So
Does he? Let me ask. Does he dab?
of course he dabs.
Does he floss?
Yeah.
Does he do the Dougie?
He does every Fortnite dance. It's awesome.
I mean, he's a great dancer.
He's a great dancer. What? Hail Caesar?
I mean, he's in Hail Caesar. Yeah.
He dances in it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Doesn't he dance on tables?
He's the gay sailor boy.
Yeah. So don't look at me like I'm an asshole when I say Hail Caesar.
I'm not. I said he dances in that.
You looked at me like I was an asshole.
Well, it's just because you are an asshole.
Oh, it might be that. Let's keep that on the table. Yeah, so there's apparently like one piece of video or something buried deep in the game that proves the stolen code thing, and the Channing Tatum player is their vessel to getting there. Then we meet the person playing as Channing Tatum, which I said looks like the guy who is Channing Tatum looks like he should be Rich Fulcher's son, which is a very specific reference, but if you know who Rich Fulcher is, it's perfect. Like he looks like a young RF.
He's,
not to be confused with known pedophile Rob Feinstein.
Yeah.
The better RF, Rich Fulcher.
Matty Carter-Ropley is his name.
Good name.
In this movie, he's playing a 22-year-old.
I love where this is going.
Do you know how old he actually is?
I'm going to say he's either 8 or 47.
He's 40.
Nice.
He's your age.
I am not 40.
You are very close.
No.
You can smell it. It's on the horizon. Oh, he's got a terrible filmography, too.
I mean, that is, okay, Sean Levy's filmography is his own fault.
Yeah.
This guy's filmography is not his fault.
I
He
know.
has a face and body for bad movies.
He was in Three Stooges and Dumb and Dumber 2.
Did he play Shemp?
He was Shemp.
No, was he?
He was Shemp. No.
I don't know. Was Shemp even in?
No.
Okay. I don't know. I thought maybe they would...
Larry, Curly, and Moe.
I thought they'd acknowledge other Stooges.
No.
Get a Curly Joe in the mix?
A Curly Joe.
Steve?
A meat sack Mark. Nut sack Mark, maybe.
Yeah, and with young, and by young I mean 40-year-old Rich Fulcher Jr. There's a jerk off sock joke made.
Yeah.
And not like a joke, but like his mom
was
saying
gonna do
she
laundry.
found it, or yeah.
And he said, "Don't touch that; it'll traumatize you or whatever."
I'm like, yeah, cool. Like, has anyone ever actually jerked off into a sock?
I'm sure there has been.
To the extent that it is mentioned in media? No.
Yeah,
No way.
I think so.
Who? Do you know a single person?
Listeners, hit us up. If you ever
Are you a sock
exclusively
jerker?
jerked off into one sock?
I have jerked off into 0 socks in my life. That's a true fact.
I'm not going to say 0, but I'm not going to say repeatedly into the same sock.
You don't have a jerk sock.
I don't have a jerk sock.
Would you like one?
Is it yours?
No.
Oh.
I've established that I don't have one, but your birthday's coming up, and it might be a good gift.
Might be a good time to get you a jerk sock at the ripe age of 37.
Damn, you're old.
Yep. I feel it.
You're an old-ass man.
I feel old.
What else? Just commenting that with cool hair, this motherfucker's hair is always wet.
Yeah, that's very damp.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's got so much of it. He's always got to keep it wet so it stays down.
Yeah.
In other words, he gets a white guy fro.
And yeah, then I just get real mad at the whole thing. There's a back-to-back. There's an unironic "You Go Girl."
Yep.
Followed very closely by an unironic "What You Talking About, Willis?"
That is a Taika line, and
from
that makes
Mr.
me
Waititi.
so angry.
I'm like, really?
I was
'Cause, like,
furious when he said that.
It wasn't a joke that it was a cliche,
Nope.
or that it's old or anything. He was just like an unironic, like, yep, the right joke here is "What You Talk About, Willis." I'm like, maybe this movie has been on the shelf for 25 years and not
yeah.
2.
Yeah.
Like, that was baffling. And then yeah, the movie goes along, and the world's starting to collapse on itself. We get and Ryan is spawning various things, including a Captain America shield, and then we cut to young Chris Evans watching the game unfold, and I'm like,
Watching the live stream on his phone.
yeah, and
He
I'm
does
like,
a spit take,
I
and he
might-
says, "What the fuck?"
yeah, I'm like, I might not finish this fucking movie.
And that's like right at the end, too.
It's pretty
And
near
you're
the
like,
end.
you know what? I don't need to finish
I
this.
can't- I just
I've
can't.
seen enough.
Then the next thing, he spawns a fucking lightsaber, and actual Star Wars music starts playing. I'm like, I don't think I can take this, but I did because I'm a professional, and I did it for you, Alex.
Yeah, professional son of a bitch.
A professional son of a bitch, and I hope you appreciate it. So I don't know. Taika at some point nearish the end to combat Ryan sticks in like an unfinished character, which is jacked mentally retarded Ryan Reynolds, whose catchphrase is
Catchphrase, because they didn't finish developing him.
yeah, and that's like the boss fight of the
Boss fight.
of the movie. And I don't know, they win and get the code back for their cool baby game.
Cool baby game, yeah.
And then it gets out to the world, and everyone thinks it's cool, and no more PUBG, now just baby games.
And now they can just Free Guy can just live in there and develop his attitude and mentality of trying to fuck real world women.
Yeah, R-dubs.
Yeah, if I work on my personality a lot, I'm going to be able to fuck ladies in the real world.
It's a nice idea on paper, but I haven't seen it pan out yet. What are we for time?
9 hours.
Oh, so, and is 7.5 of that lost?
9 hours of it is lost.
Oh, good.
2 hours and take a guess.
12.
28.
I see. What do we think?
Let's do the next thing on the list because it's easy to get through.
Yeah.
And we'll see where we're at.
And then that leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think probably do that, and then maybe we take a break. Take a break, have some cake.
Sounds about right. I'm ready to fall asleep.
Have more Red Bull.
It's already gone.
Oh, then why aren't you more jazzed?
You know what I'm going to tell you?
What's that?
I shouldn't have taken that giant puff of marijuana.
Oh, probably not.
But I was trying to help my back pain, so I'm like, this is going to make me feel great. So now, if I take 2 hits...
It's not two wrongs. It doesn't.
It'll counteract
I know
it.
you're...
No.
I know you're dumb and think it will. But I promise you...
First of all, which one of us is a weed guy now? That's right. That's what
guy.
I thought.
I know, you're a weed guy.
With my elderberry edibles.
Ooh, does it taste like elderberry?
Enough.
And also a bunch of weed.
It tastes like weed oil.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta move my arm without bumping things. So I can scroll down to my notes. Okay.
Oh yeah, this is your first notes of the pod. So,
or I didn't watch it and I'm just pretending like I made notes.
I like that move for you too, honestly.
I made notes.
So Fantasia Stroop /UV.
UV Law.
You read
that's a good name. UV Law.
UV Law. I'm into it. Has gone out of the box with the request, which we appreciate. Other people have followed suit. This was one of the first who requested 4 K-pop music videos. Fantasia says, "Feel free to bully me because of my
That is a great way to lead off comments.
Honestly, yes.
Please feel free to hurt me. I want to be degraded.
Feel free to bully me because of my trash Koreaboo tastes. I don't know if that phrase makes perfect sense to me, but I don't think I've actually heard it before. The Korean version of weeaboo.
Nope. Neither.
Yeah, I love it. Honestly, it's just an excuse to give you money. Great. And be part of something for the rest of my life.
Okay.
LMAO.
Being a part of something I get, but also you could have just given us money.
So, video number 1 is...
I wonder if we watched them in the same order.
Did you start with Miniskirt by AOA?
I did not.
Well, that's what we're talking about first.
That was my number 3.
Ooh. Now, speaking of numbers, I do rank them at the end.
Oh, I didn't rank them. Okay.
So we'll get
I can do it, but I'll wait till the end. I'll see.
And also, Fantasia was nice enough to give a little bit of notes on each video.
Which one was Maki Ito in?
I don't think she was in any of them.
Oh.
So this one of the most provocative MVs from Korea that I can think of in recent times. I'm gay as a used cucumber, but even I know the MV has too much ass. So I got like immediate softcore porn vibes.
Yeah, me too.
From the video.
I didn't really take a lot of notes. I just
got a couple for
I just sort of wrote down like a brief couple lines about what the music video was.
Yeah.
Not only to remind myself which one was which, but just so that I can just say the one lines and then that's like I can move on.
Sure.
So this is I watched this one third, and I wrote rich Asian sluts dancing around while one of them has a sexy dream about her own girl group.
Yes. Yeah, very accurate, actually. I love how every shot of the music video is designed to hide their lack of tits.
Yes.
That's very, very clever camera work.
Yeah, there's a couple of really obvious ones, but like one of them where they're laying under the bed and singing straight up at the camera, but it's like right at their like collarbones.
Yeah, like that's all you get. No, I mean that's literally all you get. There's nothing below this shot.
Yeah.
Do you remember what she was wearing when she was sleeping and had the dream?
White underwear?
Daisy Dukes, which is a funny thing to sleep in.
Right.
I enjoyed that. There's a kitty at the end. And are the only cats that exist in Asia Scottish folds?
Yes.
That's all they got, right?
They're the elites. They think they're the elites, and they think those type of cats are the elites.
I don't like those ears.
I
gotta say.
I don't mind them, but they wouldn't be my first choice.
I think like the rest of them are fine. It's just the ears are weird to me. I like a perky cat ear. Call me old fashioned. You're old fashioned.
You're old fashioned. Scott, you're old.
Nope. You're 37. That's a ridiculous age to be.
Yeah, it's almost as if my birthday starts with a 4.
Yeah.
My birth year, my birth age, my birthday age.
Drew had a stroke. He's okay.
I was too busy typing in Persian cats.
Persian are fine. Although when the face gets too squishy on Persian, I'm out.
Yeah.
I like a Persian with a little something else in it.
Yeah, I fucked her.
Like me.
I'm gonna get a cat, and I'm gonna spend $6,000
on a British Shorthair
to get a Bengal cat.
Ooh, I mean Bengal cats look awesome.
Yeah.
I think they're kind of fuckers.
Don't care.
I mean,
I'm also kind of a fucker.
You know what? You'd actually probably relate.
I like Maine Coons as well, but they get so big.
Yeah, British Shorthair is my guy.
How about a Norwegian forest cat? They're pretty beautiful.
There's some of that in Seb.
I can see it.
He's got some NFC in him.
I can see it.
Yeah.
No, I think legitimately, I think I'm gonna get a Siamese cat.
That's cool. Yep. I'm pro Siamese.
Noted former friend, but still friend of mine. Clark. They had Siamese cats like all growing up.
Yeah.
And they're very nice looking cats.
They're nice looking. They're one of the smartest cats. They live a long time. Mm-hmm. And yeah,
they got beautiful eyes.
Yep.
Like baby blues.
I've had actually all of my cats pre-Seb were part Siamese.
Even Koji?
Well, Koji had like full-on Siamese colors. He just wasn't Siamese shaped or fur. But
yeah, I guess that's true.
There was Siamese in there. Like he was the absolute color of a Siamese, but just like thicker, not as angular.
Yeah.
And a little and like denser fur. And then I had 2 cats before that who were they were both Himalayan, which is basically Persian Siamese cross. Yeah.
Those are nice.
Would you have... You would have seen one of them. They were sisters. Got them at the same time in 1992. One lived to 1998. One lived to 2010.
I probably saw the 20.
You wouldn't have seen certainly wouldn't have seen the 1998 one.
I'm trying to think of what because I didn't go to your house
not a lot
for the first time until way after being friends.
You may not have been to my house before 2010.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you probably didn't. Actually.
I don't think so because we never spent any time out there.
Yeah,
it was always like Dan or Chewy's, mine or Kelly's.
Yeah, well, no one ever came to my house because I'm in the far corner of the city, so my place.
Some might say you're on a reservation.
I am. Some might say that I'm always the least convenient for the group to go to.
Yeah.
So yeah, it didn't come up much.
I don't know if I like Himalayans as much because they're too fluffy.
They're pretty fluffy, yeah. I prefer a short hair to a long hair.
Me too. Also, I'm less...
Which is my only quarrel with Maine Coons.
Yeah.
Is their long hair.
Yeah. I'm less allergic to short hairs. So that's why I prefer the short hairs.
Do you love British short hair as much as me, or is that all me?
No, I like them.
I like them. The all gray, super dense short fur, like a chinchilla.
Yeah.
And like big chonker faces.
Yeah.
Big yellow eyes. I like them. Yeah.
I want this. That's what I want.
That's a nice Siamese. You could do a lot worse.
I'm gonna kill that person and steal their cat.
It's a good plan. Music video number 2. Was your number 2 Russian Roulette by Red Velvet?
That was my number 4.
You're all over the place.
I guess I just watched them in order that they transferred over to my flash drive. So
probably did.
That's why that's number 4.
Fantasia says, it's a good song. Definitely one of my fave songs from my fave K-pop artists. It's catchy and the MV is weird but in a fun way. They have an Itchy and Scratchy reference for some reason.
Well, because they're trying to kill each other. They're playing Russian roulette, but without guns, because it's illegal to have guns in Korea.
True. I have not heard of your fave K-pop artists.
Me neither.
Fantasia. Also, or any of these artists.
I've heard of one.
How many K-pop artists do I know? BTS,
Yeah.
Blackpink.
Yeah.
I think I might be out after that.
I had heard of one of the other two.
Oh, you had?
I had heard of them. I've never heard them.
Sure. That's still more than me.
Are you done with her notes for that one?
I'm done with his notes for them.
Oh, his? I thought you said a female's name.
Fantasia Stroop /UV/Liv. Yes. Those are the names I said, and also
That's okay.
and also the person said I'm referenced being gay, but still having opinions on the women in the video.
See, I didn't clue into that part.
Yeah.
This one I wrote, very colorful sluts doing girl sports. Interesting editing and cool visuals, but a lot of trying to kill each other.
Definitely a lot of trying to kill each other. What is it? I'm immediately digging it more musically than the first, the AOA song. I thought there was more of a sense of fun and self-awareness to the video than the previous one, which was like just trying to be sexy.
Yeah.
And then I wrote brief fake itchy and scratchy animation. Interesting.
Yep.
Like it's not just itchy and scratchy from The Simpsons. Like it's an original animation.
Yeah.
That is itchy and scratchy.
Yep.
Yeah, it was fun. And spoiler, I think I liked it the best musically. So good choice on your favorite K-pop artist, because of the four, I like them the best. Was your third one Orange Caramel?
That was my number 2.
The band is Orange Caramel. The song is Catalina. I assume it's pronounced. There are 2 versions of the song. The first is the original version, which has each member shout before the song starts. So they can be listened to from any live performance or a dance video if you're interested. The second is the album version, which just omits the 3 shouts. The music video I linked doesn't have the shouts, but whatevs. The reason why I chose the MV is because it was weird and went viral. Personally, there's weirder shit out there. It's having a resurgence on TikTok again. Also, I think it's a catchy song. I think I only had one note on this. So the girls in this are mermaids, but they're in like supermarket seafood packaging. So I'm like, do they eat mermaids in Korea?
Well, their 2 options are mermaids or dogs, Scott.
True. Take your pick.
I wrote, pretty sure I've seen this one before playing on the big screens in the poke place that I go to.
Nice.
It's
You know what they're making that poke out of.
yeah. It's sushi girls who are not really trying that hard to lip sync.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think this is the one I'd heard of. I'd heard the name Orange Caramel before.
Okay.
And then obviously I think I'd seen the music video before.
I could see the video getting popular and going viral and being a TikTok thing.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I think this is the song I like the most.
Okay.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Anyways.
Fourth one is Tiger Power by Hoshi. It's the only K-pop song that features a tiger. Really the only one. I thought, if I'm going to make Scoot listen to a bunch of gay-ass songs, might as well make the effort to find a tiger song. This is the best I found. Sorry if it's not the best. I think it would be good because the lyrics are certainly funny, at least to me. I didn't actually have a ton of notes, but the song is cute both musically and lyrically.
I don't know how hard they looked for K-pop songs about tigers, because I just binged K-pop songs about tigers and it gave me 7. Tiger Inside by Super M. Tiger Is Coming by Linachi.
That would be the prequel to the
Tiger Inside.
Yeah, to the first one.
Yeah. Tiger Power by Hoshi.
That's this one.
Tiger by Taemin. Tiger Eyes by Ryu Sujong. And this one is called "I Want You" by Drunken Tiger. So that one might not be about a tiger.
But you got 6.
And then there is a separate other song called "Tiger Inside" by Lee Now.
Could be a cover.
Could be a cover. Could be its own separate tiger-related song.
Yeah, but this one was definitely fun too. I enjoyed it. Do you have any other notes on it?
I actually didn't have very many notes. Just I wrote, it's not even a video. That was my note. It's just a song. It's not even a video.
Oh yeah, it was just that's right. It was just a song. Yeah, but it was it's a fun song.
It's a fun song.
So yeah, in just musically,
yeah, you're going Red Velvet 1,
Red Velvet 1, Tiger Power 2, Orange Caramel 3, AOA 4.
We're close.
We're close.
Well, I'm Orange Caramel 1, Red Velvet 2, Tiger Beat 3, and AOA.
So you just Orange Caramel just moves to 1 for you, and then the other 3
Scooch.
are the same.
What did I tell you about the scooching?
I love a good scooch. So I assume we're in like the 240 rate?
240, almost 245.
Almost 245 with definitely a few more movies to talk about. I think this is...
one, you idiot. You stupid bitch.
Would you say I'm dumb as a dog?
I would say you are as dumb as a dog, you stupid bitch. We're going to do this in one.
Look, I I said that. Also, 2, I said I was lying.
I know, but still.
Fair is fair. So we're going to stop for a minute. We're going to eat some cake. We're unfortunately not going to eat the cake in silence on the pod, nor are we getting paid to. But we received the rather frightening news that all the Nordstroms in Canada or in the world?
In Canada.
All the Nordstroms in Canada are closing. And it's another one of those, just stop putting big chains in Canada because they don't work. Because they tried it with Target some years ago, and it was an abject disaster.
Well, the reason it was an abject disaster was because Walmart owned all of the distribution rights for all the import companies in Canada.
Yeah.
So Target couldn't get anything from Canada.
Yeah.
So everything had to be brought in from the United States, which was like 10 times the cost.
Yeah. And
so then if you go to the Target, they had nothing.
No. Bare
bones.
Yeah. Yeah, Canadian Targets were a real fucking bummer. And it lasted barely over a year from like inception to they're all gone.
I think we looked it up once.
Maybe like a year and a half. I think we did. It's a sad story.
133 locations seems like a lot.
Wow.
Target Canada opened its first store in March 2013, operating 133 locations, but closed due to main competitions from
products.
Walmart, Loblaws, Shoppers Drug Mart, and Canadian Tire in January 2015.
Under 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And officially went defunct as a company in April 2015.
Very nice.
So they founded Target Canada in January 2011. They opened the first store in March 2013. They
fully bankrupt by 2015.
They closed the final store January 2015.
Which means they were closing a bunch earlier than that.
Yes. Yeah.
Most were closed in 2014.
Most were closed in 2014. And they officially went defunct by April 2015.
What a complete failure on all fronts.
On all fronts.
And like Nordstrom has not been here long.
No.
It's been a few years. And the thing with Nordstrom is Milk Bar is inside Nordstrom. Milk Bar, which just opened in November. And we are a little bit terrified that when Nordstrom goes, Milk Bar goes too. Ripped away from us as fast as it was given to us. So figured I should stop there on the way here, both because who knows how many more times it'll even be there, and secondly, to see if they have the red velvet stuff, and they do. So we got a slice of, I believe it's red velvet cheesecake cake,
Okay.
and red velvet truffles as well. So I think we've earned it. I think we've done a good job. I think we had a nice, tight preamble at coming in at a slim trim hour 16.
Uh-huh.
And I think every good boy deserves cake, which is almost the mnemonic device for the notes with lines through them on the treble clef, besides the last word. Are you familiar with that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
EGBDF, every good boy deserves fudge, going up the lines on the treble clef.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. But we don't have fudge, we have cake. And
I was too busy reading about the history of Nordstrom in Canada.
and how it's following a very similar track to Target.
The first store opened in September 2014
Okay.
in
I don't think ours did.
Calgary,
Wow.
of all places. And
I'm going to guess ours was like...
the Vancouver store opened September 18th, 2015, so a year later.
Okay.
And then there's only 13 in Canada.
Yeah.
2 in BC.
What's our other one?
Langley.
Langley's got everything.
Yeah. But I don't associate Langley with
With a Nordstrom.
with high-end
I associate Langley
fashionable,
with the
like-
one Olive Garden in BC.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
not
like,
Nordstrom.
and in Alberta, there's 2 in Calgary and 1 in Edmonton. Who the fuck's that for? I guess wives of
Oil
hockey
barons.
players. Yeah, oil barons.
Yeah, hockey players and oil barons is
Yeah.
who that's for. Yeah, so, we figured we should get while the getting's good on that, because it may be taken away from us. But we're going to come back rejuvenated with cake, and we're going to hit you with a little bit of tickled. So if that isn't a teaser for tomorrow, or right now if you were a member... Maybe we've got a kind of a busy weekend. I don't know when these are coming up. There might not be a lot of early stuff this weekend, but it'll be at least on time, regular.
We'll be uploading it live from Timber Pro in Everett, Washington.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. But enjoy. We got some fun stuff real soon.